Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it. Hey, we're doing a show. We're flipping it over to the screen. There we go. Boom. Digger's not here yet. I don't have my glasses on. Holy Jesus, I forgot. You know what? Let's do this. I fucking bet it looks weird for you too now at this point. We've done it so much. Here we go. Fix the problem. Cripple Canuck, how's it going? Is St. Caesar? Digger is decided to join the show, but she did so a little while ago. So she's getting ready. Ladies be shopping. Bitches be shopping. No, she's putting on stream worthy attire, I guess. She looked fine before, but whatever. Anyhow, so she's getting ready. She'll be joining us. So she is part of the show. That is happening today. Weird how I'm hearing like an air in my mic. Gotta fix that, I guess. It's gotta be a connection issue or something. All right. Anyways, we've got a fun show for you guys today. And hopefully LB and gay. What? Oh, late and gay. Late and gay. What do you mean late? AP late. Late how? I mean, oh, wait, whoop, put that back on. I was a couple minutes late. I had to go fucking put my contacts in. So what do you want from me? Like, I had to do a lot of shit today before I could even get back home to prep a show. I had to go around on the second round of depositing money and making payments for my car and stuff because I forgot yesterday was Juneteenth, and it completely me over. She's getting steamy, boys, says Chevy JB. Good to see you on Rumble. We've got it all, the chats up on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, all three. So if you say it, we'll see it. We did not get Kick and Twitch added to the list this week with all the other crap that went down. So we'll have to get that on the docket this weekend. See if we can find a way to tie those in. Johnny, how are you doing? Better than yesterday. Brian, slightly. I mean, better than yesterday in the fact that my payments were made. I took my daughter's the gifts that I got her that she already had because I bought her a bunch of Lego sets and some of the sets she had. So we finally returned those, and I turned those into a loaf of bread and coffee creamer. So I'll have coffee for my next show, and I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if I want. So it's, I mean, good. 1:49 scheduled start, 2:02 start. It's all good. 1:49 was not the scheduled start. The show was supposed to start at 1 p.m. That's what I set for the time, 1 p.m. We started it at 1 p.m. And 2:02. Saint Aren's 100 bits and text to speech did not show up. It just put a thing up there. It says Saint Aren. Now I got to go over here and see, did Saint Aren throw something in? Ren Fox Mad, 100 bits. This minute, says Saint Aren. Saint Aren played text-to-speech for 100 bit. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Johnny's Exotic Meat Market, your home for the best rare meats from around the world. Thank you, Saint Aren. Why isn't that working? That should have worked. Let's go see if we can fix that before we start the show. Where is our stream summary analytics alerts? No, I want my tools. Where? Streaming tools. God damn, I don't remember. Creator extensions. There we go. Extensions. Let's go to my extensions. Let's go to sound alerts. Check it out. Lock it in. Open dashboard. Log in with Twitch. There we go. What's new? It's the 2025 anniversary. I don't know what's new. But how about we replay it? It's not playing it. I don't know what the deal is. Don't use text-to-speech. The definitive text-to-speech thing. Like, don't pay for it. I'm going to take it off of here later after the show. Apparently, text-to-speech does not work. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, the sound drops work. The sound drops work. Text-to-speech doesn't. So, sorry about that, Saint Aren. Thank you for the 100 bits. I read it out loud. I did you a read. So, I mean, what do you want from me? Good afternoon, everyone, says Mr. Q. Good afternoon, Mr. Q. Stigger's still not here. She said she'd be there. Maybe it'd be a little late. I don't know if she understands what a little late means. It's just, I was like, all right, yeah. But, all right then. Okay. We have a lot of things we can cover today, so I guess I should probably quit fiddling with this. We have a $50 goal for the show today, so we got to kind of, 55. We have a $55 goal for the show today. If we can make $55, it justifies everything we're doing, and I don't need to consider finding a new line of work. She's getting steamy. Happy Humidity Friday. Let's get that sweat on. Dude, you ain't lying. The humidity is fucking destroying my leg. Hey y'all, what's cooking, says West Coast Patriot Girl. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Glad to see you. Welcome back to the show. Happy to have you. We've been ablaze with a bunch of different things and stuff to talk about, but mostly just trying to survive. World War III kicking off between Iran and Israel. How is your neck of the woods? I guess we would ask. But hi, welcome, good afternoon, everyone. Let's load those up there. I got to switch this over to Stream Manager so I can keep an eye on things. All right. King Kong Dong jumping in. Hey, people. Yeah, filter in. Let's get that done so that way we can move a little bit faster there to knock those things off. Here. $10 from AP. Thank you, AP, for the goal, he says. 10 from AP, which means we are at that. We get like 7 of that, so I'm going to count it as 2 in the burner or 2 in the backlog. Where's the plus sign? +2. So now we're up 2, and we're going to count that one down by 5 to 50. So that makes us and today's goal running at $50, already falling like a rock. Thank you so much, AP and everybody else. We have a couple of different animal clips. We've got some videos from around the great states. We're going to check in on Texas and how they're doing. We've got a guy at a baseball game who apparently really wanted a souvenir. We've got an update on the Israel-Iran stuff. For those of you who don't know, we're all going to die. Because apparently this country doesn't have the balls to stand up to Israel. So what are we going to do? We're just going to Just sit here and go along with it. Johnny, did you the SpaceX rocket go boom? You're talking about the one we covered yesterday? The SpaceX Starship thing blowing up? We covered that yesterday. Hi, Johnny and chat, says Bishop. CPT Light is how I live my life. What's CPT Light? I don't know what CPT Light is. I don't know what that carbs is. Chat GPT Light? I forget. See? Yeah, well, I'll remind you. I was gone during that. My bad. Yeah, no, we did cover that yesterday. We did discuss it yesterday. We did get into that yesterday. Elon Musk has another rocket go boom. So, colored people time. What the heck? That can't be a thing. That can't be a thing. Time knows no ethnicity, sir. A minute for me is a minute for anyone else, regardless of their pigment. We have full show to do. All the stuff loaded. I should get the first hour stories up, though, so we can dive into that. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly when she's supposed to get here, but she did promise to jump in and join the show once she was ready to go. So we've loaded all the stories, and we'll wait for it. We also have a story out of Indiana that a lot of you might find interesting. I know I found it hilarious. I can't be reading this right. There's got to be something else to it. But we're going to look into all of that. Oh, crap, I'm on fan fun. I'm going to move that over. No wonder I can't see those. Let's move these over. Boop, boop, boom, bam. All right, catching up with the chats because it's moving on this screen, so I'll use these ones. Did you go SpaceX rocking? Haha. CPT Light. Forget. I see. I was gone during that time. A little late in CPT is halfway through the show. Ah. Bishop, AI seriously told Microsoft Copilot AI what I wanted my computer to do. It recommended Linux. Oh, that's hilarious. That is awesome. I've got an AI story for you guys later that you won't believe. Or maybe you will. I guess it's not that surprising. I don't want to say it's surprising, but I feel like it is. How did you celebrate Juneteenth? I had fried chicken, Newports, watermelon, and malt liquor. King Kong Dong, that sounds remarkably racist. I'll be honest, I didn't celebrate Juneteenth. It's never been a thing. In fact, until I found out I couldn't go to the bank, I didn't even know it was Juneteenth. So, yeah, didn't really celebrate. You know what I did? I cursed not being able to make a deposit. That's what I did. That's how I celebrated my Juneteenth. I can't give the bank my money. That was my Juneteenth celebration, start to finish. I'm kind of dragging this intro out a bit to see. This is where give us a time frame of no, I'll probably be a little late. How's a little late? Is a little late we'll start the show and you pop in a few minutes after? Or is a little late a half hour in? Because right now we're halfway to that second point, and it just, I don't know. I don't know now, do I start something? Do I not? These are weird. I should have been more definitive, being all right, well, if you're going to be late, I'm planning you to be here at this time, and then you get there at that time. Because then I can know those things, And then I can set those things up and be ready for that. I mean, it's not like I'm going to hit this button and there's going to be, oh, there she is. Never mind.
Hello. I wasn't supposed to be here at all, damn it. I needed to get a couple things done for preparation day before.
How long does it take to rub one out? Jesus.
With you.
Just freaking spank one out and get in here. God damn, man.
If only it was that easy. I'm a girl.
Okay, so what do you guys? You guys use a hydraulic lift or something? You gotta.
No.
You gotta get in there with a jet. You need a construction crew, some heavy equipment. I don't understand.
Needs.
Just fucking empty your spank bank and get in this bitch. All right,
the cat box needs to be cleaned out and things like that.
Okay, so I have cats, and I fully understand the advantage to immediately cleaning the cat box after they use it, but barring that,
once a day.
You do well, yeah, but I mean, does your once a day have to fall in a specific time, or is it flexible?
It's flexible, but there are
So you
things I
could have
can
waited.
do with the headphones on and things I can't do with the headphones
Right,
on.
but I'm just saying you could have, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's
I wasn't
not
supposed
important.
to be here at all. This was
I'm
supposed to
not
be
even supposed to be here
a
today.
visit.
All right, fine.
I haven't even finished my coffee, damn it.
I don't even have coffee. Ooh, West Coast Patriot Girl's been here today, and she's happy to see you. Good to see you, Digger. Well,
Oh,
there you go.
good to see you guys too. I've got a question for you, Americans. Has your coffee like doubled in price overnight?
No, I don't think so.
No, not at all.
No, I don't
It's
think
just
so.
us Canadians. So it really is. It's the tariffs. The tariffs are fucking over my coffee drinking. You guys,
I'm
this
sorry.
is horrible.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. I haven't. I bought coffee the other day, and I go through it slowly. So I also
drink
have
at
the problem
least a
where
pot a day.
I also have the problem where, and I'm realizing this financially now is a huge issue. I don't pay a lot of attention to prices, so when I'm paying more for stuff than I usually do, I don't notice.
You don't know that you were paying for more?
Right. It's like I said, it's
Ah.
a problem. It's a me
Gotcha.
thing.
Yeah, it is a problem. Kind of have to know what you're paying for things.
West Coast Patriot Girl asking, "Have you seen the litter robot? It's rad."
Oh, hi, West Coast Patriot Girl. I've seen it. Some of them are killing animals though, so I just stick to the cleaning out the box once a day, and it's got to be good enough.
There we go. It was up a little high earlier.
Okay.
Well, no, I got to balance you. Otherwise, you're up way too high, and then you and your air come in a lot, and then it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, because I can't filter that out here.
Yeah, but it's
like
not
I
a problem.
can on
No, it's
streamer.
fine. It's fine. I just had to balance my value. You're fine. I just had to.
Oh, okay.
I literally just had to stop, like set it up so I'm stop, drop, roll around, open up shop. Whoa. That's a Rough Riders roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you got to be a little bit, meaner,
Oh.
tougher when you're singing a song like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like animalistic. Just a,
Well, no, but scarier.
Stop!
It's supposed to be
Drop!
we're coming to get
turn
ya,"
around, open up, drop.
uh,
Whoa.
That's better.
Like that.
That's better.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
I'm
It's a little
not.
bit tougher.
I was raised in a nice neighborhood,
Oh,
so
not me.
I have manners.
I was basically raised
That
in
wasn't
the
true,
woods,
by
so-
the way. I wasn't raised in a nice neighborhood. Do you want to cut back to like fucking Monday or Tuesday, where it's like, yeah, I'm the middle of 5 children. I grew up in a poor trailer house in the middle of the country. Like, yeah, no. I've been very clear about how I like grew up as, and probably
I'm not
still
gonna
am.
rub your nose in it if you want to pretend
Dude,
today that you.
Dude,
came
I'm
up
so
in a
white
nice-
trash. I feel at home in a bag. It's weird, right? Like,
Hey man, sleeping bags are a really great way to waterproof your
they are
garbage bags
so
are a
hard to
great way
fuck in,
to
though.
waterproof your sleeping bag. Yeah,
It's
well,
so
if all
hard to
you've got
fuck
for
in a sleeping bag.
is a blanket, you don't have to worry.
Well, no, but like if you're,
You don't get into the bag and fuck.
yeah, you do.
Like if there's the two
Yeah, you
of
do.
you,
When
you
it's
take
cold, you
both-
do.
No, if there's 2 of you, you unzip both sleeping bags and then you zip one sleeping bag to the other, and then suddenly you've
Right.
got a proper
But one
size
of you,
bed and
what if one
sleeping
of
bag.
you, what if one of you has like a proper sleeping bag, and then the other one of you has a really, really, really old, like below zero sleeping bag that like old school mountaineers and campers would use, because you have to use like things that your parents have that they hand down to you.
Well, then you use that as the bottom. And
Yeah,
then
no,
use
it's
the other one unzipped.
It was
as the
just,
top.
it was just,
for the fucking.
it was
part.
just,
Once
it was
you're
just
ready
2
to sleep,
people,
you
and
can zip
it was
'em up
just
and
2
sleep
people in a
separately.
fucking body condom of, like duck down is what it was.
That could be interesting too. A little bit.
There, I
little
found out there was a.
awkward,
I found
but,
out there was a tiny hole in the sleeping bag, because like on thrusts, every once in a
Ring.
while a feather would shoot out. Boop.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I can imagine that perfectly.
Brian mentioned, didn't you
Oh,
mention your parents were swingers,
yeah.
Johnny? At one point in time in their life, yes. When I was younger, I can say for certain they absolutely were. Me and my brother actually, because my dad used to run a food truck, we actually helped him drive his food truck because it was a smoker trailer. It was called Smokin' Chefs. It was horrible. Well, not horrible. The food was good. It's just he can't run a business to save his life. And I know that because he's tried and failed my entire life. Kind of like my daughter, when she looks back on her life, I look back the same way at my dad. So, like, I'm going to be my dad, is what it is.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
so, but you know, the
Dad
important
goals.
part is knowing early on. That's what it matters. So, yeah, no, I've set that up, but that I don't think that's still a thing. I don't realize why. Oh my God, just fucking in the forest already. Oh my God, just fucking the forest already, says Saint Irene. Zipperhead, says Magic
Right?
Cable.
Like,
Dude, I was trying. Look. There were several mitigating factors. Factor number one, it was a school field trip.
ooh, there you
Yeah,
go.
dude, it was a school field trip for geology in college, and there were multiple rooms in it. There were borders put up, but I had the largest tent, and so we weren't alone. There just wasn't anybody in the section, so we had to be quiet.
Uh,
And like I said, I apparently prematurely ejaculated several small feathers throughout the course of the evening. Um,
just dusting out the pipe before
where are
you
these
get going.
feathers coming from? Oh, that's coming from my old ass sleeping bag.
Don't
Why do you
worry.
have such a nice tent
all
and
right.
such an old sleeping bag? Well, because I bought the tent for me, and then the sleeping bag was just my parents found. And they're like, here, you can use this one. Oh, but it's rated for below zero weather. That's really like, yeah, dude, it's really, really cool back when it was the 70s.
Yeah, I had to buy all my own camping gear.
Yeah.
That was yeah. I have decent stuff. I've got a Hillary camping tent.
Ooh,
It's lovely.
a
Oh,
Clinton?
it's beautiful.
You've got a Clinton?
No,
Like it just
no,
kills
a
people
Hillary.
randomly when they walk
Like
by?
Sir Edmund Hillary. Sir Edmund
Like your
Hillary.
tent keeps sleeping with people. I did not have sexual
No, no, no.
relations with that
No,
rain
no,
tart.
no.
Like
It
what's
doesn't sleep with a bunch of people. It doesn't kill a load of people. No, it's a Sir Edmund Hillary. He was a famous mountaineer. Has nothing to do with the Clintons. Nothing whatsoever.
he was a famous
I'm sure the
mountaineer?
Clintons make a lovely tent, but it's not the one I got.
Did he
Yeah.
was he a good or a bad guy?
Ha 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 ha.
Ah,
You're
boom.
fun.
Famous explorers is King Kong Dong. Yeah, right. I'm giving her shit. Charlie don't camp. I don't
Charlie don't camp.
Charlie don't
Oh,
camp.
goodness.
Oh, and by the way, it was in high school. It
Poor
was
Charlie.
just to correct you, King Kong Dong, so you're accurate. It was community college. I did one semester of community college.
Maybe college.
So I don't mean to brag.
Clarify.
This guy's been educated. I may or may not have spent 3 to 4 months tasting rocks in a lab which I now need to realize, did they clean the rocks in between the classes? Because if we just kept cycling the classes through every day, then everyone's just licking those there's gotta be a better way, geologists.
Wait a minute. Why are you licking stones?
Because it was part of identifying rocks in geology.
You had to lick them?
Feel them, taste them, see them. See their identifying qualities, both how they respond to being licked and the flavors you get to help you. Again, it was part of geology. Look, I don't know. Mr. Tasnell is the one running the course. I just went to it, all right? I questioned several
he just
things.
enjoyed watching teenagers lick things.
Well,
And,
no. It wasn't lick. It wasn't like lick anything. Like, hey, I've got a pencil. Somebody
No,
lick
only
this.
the
No, it was
rocks
just
you
the
find on the
rocks.
ground.
No, they
Only
weren't
the
even
rocks,
rocks you
yeah.
find in the ground.
Just
Here's the
like-
thing: they were like scientific like kits of rocks. So it's like scientific samples where they're in like cases and they're all categorized and all of that. And we're
They
using
bought
them.
and paid for these rocks.
Right. These are high-end lick
So-
rocks that we have. But again, like I'm just like,
Okay.
but
Every class, you're gonna have a new person
licking them
I
rocks,
see what
yeah.
you're saying. Yeah. No cleaning in between.
I don't know if there was cleaning or not. I didn't follow up on that. Joke's on them.
That's not good.
Joke's on them. I too shirts in those rocks.
I took shits.
I took shits. Is
Yeah, you gotta read Bumblefingers and autocorrects.
I know. I try, but I'm retarded.
I know.
All right. Oh boy, Johnny went to college. Ooh. Yeah, I don't mean to brag, King Kong Dong, but I still have that over the inner city, so.
Hey, I got a whole year of college in too.
Oh, you. Oh, look at you, Mrs. Academia. All of a sudden, I'm not good enough because I didn't take,
Oh no, I was making fun of myself because I only went for a year. And it was only to learn how to be self-employed.
SH. Johnny had money for those fancy licking rocks. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
I had community college licking rock money. I don't mean to brag. I licked community rocks. And then I went on the field trip. The field trip was the best part of geology because we went on a field trip up to the North Shore, and for you, I guess it would be down to the North Shore.
Well,
I don't know. Anyways, we went to Agate
Yeah.
Beach, which is a place when you come to Minnesota, if we have time, I'd love to take you to Agate Beach. Agate Beach is fun because it's kind of like a small pebble beach, but you dig through the
Okay.
pebbles and you can find quartz agates. There's shit tons of quartz agates.
Oh.
And
Okay.
there's a shop nearby that does like quartz agate stuff, and they've got a whole bunch of things. But quartz agates are awesome. For those of you who don't know what quartz agates are a quartz rock that has other minerals and things that form in them.
Impurities.
So it
Look really cool.
it gets really, really cool. Like I had a ring that you had to magnify it to see it clearly, but it had a little tiny like emerald blue quartz agate. So you look at the ring, but then if you look at it really, really close, or especially if you get like a fucking Snoopy inspector, like magnifying glass, and you highlight, you could see the giant crevice, the giant crack through the middle of the agate, and it's got all these little stalactites of glowing little minerals that are different colors. So it was just fun and sparkly. But yeah, like that's an awesome place. We went up to that place. I had a lot of fun on that camping trip. I broke a lot of rules because we were told not to be smoking, not to be drinking, and to behave ourselves. And to recant it, cigarettes and marijuana, or to recount it, not recant it, cigarettes and marijuana, and then I mixed a thermos of sour apple pucker with a liter of Mountain Dew Code Red. So, or no, it was cherry. I think it was cherry pucker. So it was Code Red and I think cherry pucker. But the two went together so well that you couldn't taste the alcohol. You didn't really.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, but you could feel the alcohol. And dude,
I'm
we
sure
were
you
drinking. We were getting there were two fucking like vans of students, right? And the students are driving one, the teacher's driving the other. I'm in the one without the teacher for obvious reasons. And so we're in there, and I'm telling everybody like that's in the car. And they're like, yeah, man, if only we had some booze. I'm like, right? And I'm just keep taking pulls off this thermos. And then finally I share with people, be like, and I was like, they're like, hey, you want some? I was like, yeah, it's got a lot of sugar in it to help keep you going. And then they drink it and they're like, it's interesting. What's in there? I'm like, Code Red. It doesn't quite taste like Code Red. It's like, yeah, that would be the wild cherry pucker. And they're like, what? And so like, we're all getting fucked up. I came this close to getting stabbed in the face with a rock hammer when,
Ooh.
one of the ladies on the trip came out of the van and tripped and wha-boom, like this close to getting
Damn.
stabbed in the face with a rock hammer. It was fun.
Ugh.
Almost got accidentally pushed
Yeah.
off into, God, what's the name of the place where, I'm trying to think of it. What's the name of the, shit? I can't remember what they call it.
don't know.
There's a
I
part.
don't name shit.
Right. I name all my shits. I just said, we flushed Todd this
Don't
morning.
stick around long enough.
And I'll never be the
Flush
same.
Todd.
We won't forget you, Todd. You fought the good fight.
R.I.P. Todd.
He was he's Code Brown at this point. Todd
a
is Code Brown.
hanger-on.
Dispatch. Todd is Code Brown. He's Code Brown. Flush. Anyways, so yeah, no, I did that and I got like really fucked up. That whole thing was fun. But
I'm sure.
yeah, I almost got stabbed in the face. I almost got pushed into. There's this place. I forget what the name of it is. It's like a national park, but it's on the like tributary river to the Mississippi, or the Mississippi's like founding river, whatever. At any rate, it's a small stream, but the water moves by very quick, and it actually gets rocks for some reason to spin. It gets rocks to spin circularly. And so what happens is when a rock starts spinning in a circular pattern, it starts boring down into the ground. And because it
it's not
does,
just spinning in the water, it's spinning on the ground.
Mhm.
So it's Oh,
And because it does, it bores down more and more and more as it happens. So there is a bunch of places where you can look at these rocks that have bored holes into the river, and then there's one that has a winding staircase all the way around it because it's been going since, or it was made when glaciers melted. So there's one that has a winding
okay.
staircase all the way around it. So you go by it and you just look in and you just see sharp as fuck rock faces, like razor blade rock faces that are paper thin because the water's been eroding them and everything this whole time. And then you get to the
Yeah.
bottom and there's just a big circular boulder. And it's like, wait a minute, you made that. That doesn't fucking add up. That doesn't, like,
That's
it does,
cool.
but it doesn't add up. It's just, it's weird. And so I almost got pushed,
That's really cool. Yeah.
almost got pushed into one of those. Probably would have gotten stabbed. Probably would have gone out like the black guy in the beginning of Babysitter. Just, oh,
Oh,
right through the neck.
damn it. Yeah, that was probably the best thing you could possibly do for a trophy like that, though. Who makes trophies like that and doesn't expect someone to get stabbed by it?
I'm so proud of you, Cole. You found my dick. Oh, God, that was a
You
good
got
movie.
laid? I'm actually not mad at that.
I'm not even mad at that. Way to go, bro. Like, that movie and that sequel is so good. The Babysitter Killer Queen
Yeah.
it was the best sequel I've seen in a long time. Anyways, we're
Yeah,
halfway.
really good.
That sounds really cool, says SH. It is really, really cool.
Yeah, I would like to see something like that. That's neat.
We went to like a couple like stalactite formations and things like that. There's a whole lot of really cool like geological stuff up in the North Shore and the Boundary Waters area because way back in the day those were areas where glaciers kind of melted and receded and grew repeatedly. So there's a lot of like turbulent earth action.
BC is covered in shit. So is Alberta.
Well, dude,
Like,
fucking
you can literally
you
just
guys don't have indoor
walk.
plumbing? Just covered in shit?
Well, we were so busy picking up the rocks and the other gemstones, the BC jade and the rubies, and just picking them off the ground. We didn't have time to think about indoor plumbing and stuff like that. So yeah, really, there's sections
King
here
Gong
and there
Gong.
throughout BC. Just
I'm
coated
sorry
in
I missed these
shit.
comments while I was talking. Digger wants to get laid while Johnny wants to take her to see rocks. Johnny rocks. I hate you for saying. Dude. There's a guy locally that calls himself Johnny Rock, and he replaced us on the radio station that we left, and that's fine. That part doesn't bother me. It's the fact that he calls himself Johnny Rock, because in his regular life he doesn't want you to call him Johnny. His name is John. His name is, I think, John Lastman, and so his name is John. He's like, hi, I'm John, whatever. But his internet radio personality is Johnny Rock. And it's like, fuck off. I hate that. Like Johnny Somali and all that other crap. Even if your name is John. If you're like, no, my name is Johnny, then your name is Johnny.
It's Johnny.
It's Johnny. I don't care if you spell it N-N-I-E or N-N-Y, whatever. If you say your name is Johnny, then your name is Johnny. If you say my name is Johnny Somali and your name isn't legally John in any way, shape, or form, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. That is a fucking fake name. And that guy does not rock. He is not entertaining. And he's really, really old. So I, as someone who literally is Johnny in my life, like everything, it's literally everything but legal paperwork. And at this point, if I got married, I'd probably change it there too. Like, but everybody calls me Johnny.
You are Johnny.
It's
You do
it's
rock,
listed
and you're
on
only
government
middle-aged,
paperwork
not
as my
old.
alias. I'm
Gotcha.
John or Johnny. Like those two are known. The hospital calls me Johnny. Anybody that deals with me, knows me as a person, calls me Johnny. You know who calls me John? Literally no one. Literally no one. So I fucking hate that guy. I hope I get laid tonight, says Brian the Science. Well, here's hoping that Hollowed Spirits doesn't beat you to it. I mean, Canada was founded by the French, so covered in shit makes sense, says AP.
AP even more so since you've seen how many people we've imported from the country of India.
Well, I don't know about...
They take a shit beside the pump while they're pumping gas into their car. On more than one occasion, this has been caught on camera. They shit on the public beaches and then they just push some sand over top of it.
That's just gross.
It's despicably gross, and there's illnesses that are showing up in Canada because of such behavior.
Wow,
It's
it's
just
almost like you
awful.
took the Indian people out of
Awful.
India, but they still behave like
Like
freaking
they're in
heathens.
India.
Right. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's
Yeah.
not it's almost like with some countries and everything, it's not like a, oh, you live in the first world, they live in the third world. There's a disconnect. It's like, no, no, no. There are some people, I think, at this point in time. There are groups of
Mhm.
people, and they come in all shades and sizes. Oh, Johnny's racist. No, no, no.
Yeah.
They come in
No,
all
no,
shapes,
there's
shades,
just
and
as
sizes.
many gross white people
Oh, yeah.
as there are
But
gross people of other colors.
but I'm just saying
Believe
in
me,
general, like,
I've cleaned up.
you can pull people out of areas, but it seems like some of those behaviors aren't going to change. What is it? Yesterday we
Right.
learned that you can move to Dearborn, Michigan, but you can't break the habit of Muslims celebrating with gunshots. Like, you can't break that habit,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
Nothing says congratulations like blah 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 blah. Like, I guess so.
Yeah.
Because
While stuck
they
in
did it
traffic
in
on
a
the
rented
highway.
Lamborghini. Oh, it was so great. So yeah, I feel
Well,
like
has
that's
it
the same
happened
way.
multiple times with that car?
Not even
Or
with
with
that
that
car, just
car
at multiple.
renting
No,
company?
no, no. That particular event happened multiple times. Not the car, not the shooting
Okay.
while driving. Too many times, people have been
It happened,
celebrating
yeah.
with gunfire. Just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm celebrating, so it's okay to just shoot up into the sky. And the police
Shit, this
chief
ain't
had
Texas.
to go on TV and go, look, guys, there's been he
Congratulations,
couldn't
but
say any of the information that we all already knew,
yeah.
which is, look,
Which is why he
there's
worry
been a
about it.
rash of these happening. We can't say why. This has become more and more common of a thing. We can't say why. It happens to just coincide with an area and a time frame with a whole lot of immigrants from another culture. Now, I know people are like, oh, well, cultures need to assimilate, and that takes time. Right, but if you need someone to tell you that opening fire in public, just into the air, is bad, wrong, and not okay, I don't feel like that's a cultural thing. I feel like that's a you're too stupid to live thing. Like, it'd be one thing if you were fighting for something, whatever, but literally just like, no, congratulations, dude, pound that chick and make her your wife, whoa, bang, 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 like, that's not okay.
Huh, huh. I'm just thinking maybe if you don't know that that's not okay, maybe you don't get a gun
Oh,
license.
fucking, dude, he had a concealed carry license. There's
I
no...
know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at
You
all.
don't get to pull the I didn't know that was okay and be
Right.
a licensed gun owner, period. Like, if
Right.
you pull the I didn't know that was okay, you are holding on to an illegal firearm that you purchased illegally and didn't have a background check or any sort of... like, it. And again, that is an incredibly low bar that we're setting for you because we're completely ignoring the giant pile of common sense that goes, you know what? Maybe don't fire bullets blindly into the air. I mean, is it 1,000,001 chance that you'll hit a plane? Right? But there is a chance. Is it 1,000,001 chance that that bullet's going to come back down and hit somebody you know? Right? But there is a chance. And there literally has been, granted it's like one that I know of, there has been somebody who's been struck and killed by a falling bullet because somebody else fired into the air. Happened in Las
Oh, yeah.
Vegas. Dude got hit in like the fucking, in the neck or something in his backyard. Just because what goes up must come down. It's just the odds that it's
Yeah.
going to hit something are incredibly low. So it's
Yes.
just fucking, oh boy. I feel like life would be better if we had life like that. What? Like we celebrate by just we're all Yosemite Sam? Wifey is also making lasagna for dinner. I fucking love lasagna. Dude, I love
fucking
lasagna if
love
it's made
lasagna,
right.
too.
It depends. Is your wife
Oh,
one of those people that makes lasagna with broccoli in it?
broccoli in it.
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
Oh. Oh, I've had
Veggie
spinach in
lasagna.
it, and I've grown to be okay with
Spinach.
the spinach in
Uh,
it.
I could tolerate
It
spinach.
well, the church I belong to, they're mostly
You put Brussels sprouts in that shit, I'm going to
vegetarian.
murder you. That's all I'm saying.
God no. Brussels sprouts go nowhere.
Brussels sprouts go up your ass, so that way when they come out, at least
They
they
get
taste the
chucked in
same.
the garbage.
Dude, I'm changing my tune on Brussels sprouts.
I know you were telling me that. I don't know. I think they're just spicing it, or maybe it's the fact that it's they're GMO Brussels sprouts and they're modifying them to have a better flavor.
Possibly.
That's the only thing I can think of.
All I know is it's a metally bag of
They're
vegetables,
awful.
and I've been tossing and skipping the Brussels sprouts, but like there's a lot of them in there, and it's gotten to the point where I'm like, no, we can't do this and make it work. So I just kind of I've been including them within reason, and I ironically enough in a ramen soup, not bad. Fire roasted Brussels sprouts, the seasoning they have on them, everything else, it works. It works. I will say this, not my favorite part of the meal. I kind of eat it with a just put it in your mouth and chew, 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 and we'll be done. It's the vegetables to the dessert of the meal, if you will. Wifey puts bacon in it. Fuck, dude, I want some of your lasagna.
Bacon?
Dude, what time's dinner serving? If I leave now, can I make it?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can make it.
Oh, I can't have any. Damn it.
Ha ha. See, like, that's why I love being a heathen, because, like, I don't know that there's rules. I'm told that there's rules, but I have a very real level of skepticism. So, like, I'll follow rules, especially if it's no stress off my back. I don't give a shit. But if someone's like, hey, man, you can't eat bacon, I'm like, fuck that. Do you know what tigers... do you know what tigers eat out in the wild when they kill them? Boar. Right? You know what a boar is? A pig. So I'm sorry. Apparently, according to God, it's okay for all the other animals in the kingdom to eat the fucking pig, but it's not okay for me to eat the pig? I feel like at this point, if God's going to shake his finger at me for eating pork, but not shake his finger at me for turning a blind eye to commercial farming, then who the fuck cares? Look, it's a sin to do this. It's a dirty, evil animal. Right, so how about we just put a bunch of chickens in a cage where they can't move every day, and then when we've got them big enough, we put them in a conveyor belt hanging upside down, dragging their heads into a running saw blade. Yep, let's do that. Let's do that. So, like I said.
That sounds about right.
I mean, he can be Johnny Rock and you can be Johnny Roll. Brett Mac, that's not half bad. Is Digger Hindu? No, she is not.
That, yes.
Brussels sprouts are yummy, roasted with balsamic vinegar. These have some sort of like a, they're like a seasoned, like fire roasted vegetables medley. And I don't know, a balsamic vinegar might be in there. There's something in there that's tasty. And like I said, I fry them up. I heat them up because it's frozen, and I throw them into ramen to boost it with real vegetables because I don't mind eating ramen, but I have to add real food to it or it's wrong. Sorry. So that, I know I live life really, really fancy. If religion tells you how to eat, that's not okay. Catholics proved that shit with Lent, it was actually sacred. It wasn't actually sacred. It was to promote the fishermen and give livestock a break from being slaughtered. All right, I just got a letter from the Lord, and he tells me that for the next 40 days, we are not to be eating anything that grows on land. Fortunately, Todd brought in a wee bounty on his ship, so if you want to pick up some fish, now's the right time for a fish. Oh, boy, do I love... The Lord loves fish, and he loves you if you love fish. How long do you need, Tom, to get your stocks back up? 40 days. 40 days is again how long the Lord said he needs this to be. Like, yeah. I'm going to say in any religion, there's a whole lot of rules. Some of them are very serious. Some of them are a little bit more flexible. I feel like religion is, and I'm probably wrong on this, religion is the Matrix. Religion is a system, Neo. And this system has rules. Some of these rules can be bent. Others can be broken.
You're not wrong.
Right? And so, like, I'm not saying go out and blaspheme till your heart, to your heart's content, but I'm saying overall, I'm not going to stress eating bacon or getting tattoos, but I'm also not going to murder people. And if God is real or not real, I'm still happy with those decisions. That's kind of like, that's how I live my life. I don't, like, again, I have religious skepticism, but the way I live my life is like, would I be happy with the decisions I make? Take religion and life eternal out of it. Am I happy with doing this or not doing this? Like, that's kind of how I go. Ramen is I have 4 minutes to eat, and my work has a boiling water tap. Oh, that is nice.
Oh, boiling water tap. That's,
yeah.
Gosh, can I come and shower? Please?
Digger wants to come steal buckets of hot water.
It's literally that bad. It's the middle of summer.
She's gonna walk into
I am boiling water to wash dishes. And if I didn't have such great relationships with my neighbors, I'd be boiling water to shower and wash my hair. Oh. It's horrible. I would love a hot water tap.
But I love the imagery of you walking into Brian's work dragging like a portable bathtub. Like, where's that hot
No, just
water
one of those
tap?
camping showers. No, just a camping shower. I'll just
Fuck
set it
that
up
noise. You
right
don't cool
over
down
top
too
of the
much.
drain in the floor because, it's a lab. They've got to have a drain and a floor somewhere. Just set it up around that, and then they can just pour it over me.
A solid copper bathing vessel. Ah, it's nice. It's not thrilling, but nice. Ah, but to fill the tub, treasure from the audience. Anyways, so starting the show with something like kind of hopeful and optimistic. I'm happy that I'm seeing these posts on Twitter. There have been a slew, like it's growing. There have been a slew of these posts, like Sean King put on Twitter. I think Iran deserves a new level of respect from all of us. They've done what we've begged the entire world to do for the past 20 months. I don't know where this will go, but they've stood up to a monster like nobody else. I don't know that anyone
It's
was
like
begging
with the
them.
Russia-Ukraine thing. In this one instance, they were not the aggressors.
Well,
They did
not only
not
were they not
start
the
it.
aggressors, I like color
Not
me.
saying Iran is good, but in this case, they're not wrong.
Well, it just color me skeptic, but the justification for the attack is that we were worried about them and their nukes, and now we're saying, oh, we're attacking their nuclear sites. What nuclear sites? Because America's public and stated stance and opinion this whole time has been they haven't had nukes. We just are taking Israel's word for it, and I don't take anyone's word for it now after the whole Desert Storm
9/11,
2.
JFK.
Well,
Desert
now we're talking
Storm.
about reasons why I don't trust one of the two countries in that conflict.
Oh, okay. I thought I was being too specific.
But I like that's a growing thing. More and more people are calling out the fact that like they don't want the U.S. involved. Israel's an aggressor in this one. Israel did not attack Iran because Iran was about to attack Israel. Israel attacked Iran because there was about to be peace, right? We were getting closer to working out peace deals, so we better blow them up. Netanyahu started this war by attacking Iran. Like again, it's
in my opinion, can I just say,
No,
in
thanks.
my opinion,
what?
I think they want someone to blow up Israel. They want someone to blow up Israel. They want someone to wipe it off the face of the earth because that's the one thing that's going to piss off all the different religions in one fell swoop, and that will for sure start the World War III.
I'm just surprised. Like, I'm looking at this. Bernie Sanders even tweeted out, Netanyahu started this war by attacking Iran. I mean,
Yep.
I'm surprised Bernie Sanders is doing that, but I also...
Even a broken clock can be right sometimes.
But yes, he assassinated al-Khamenei, Iran's nuclear negotiator, deliberately sabotaging U.S.-Iran nuclear negotiations. Yeah, that's the thing. We were negotiating with them, and now it's over. The U.S. must not be dragged into another illegal Netanyahu war, either militarily or financially. Well, that's going to be really hard to do since all you assholes in the government keep going, well, we have to support our allies and Israel is our ally. Like, can we start there? I would be I will take
our other allies.
I have had to watch the bars slide so much on standards for so many things. Can we get that one? I'll let that one slide there. Can we at least just get to a point and place in time where we go, yeah, we're no longer Israel's ally. I don't want to do stuff against them. I just don't want to help them do whatever they're doing, and I don't give a shit when they suffer consequences for what they're doing.
I would love to see
I don't
that.
want to.
That'll never happen.
I don't want to bail them out. I'm just
Never
Christian.
happen. I wish we could see that.
I don't subscribe to any particular branch or sect. I do agree with Digger with the Sabbath, seventh day being Saturday. Look at any calendar and argue that point. Yeah, dude, I always thought Sunday was the first day, which is why I was like, dude, and on the seventh day the Lord rested, so that's Saturday, right? Just Sunday's
in the Ten Commandments, the fourth commandment, it's the only one that starts with the word remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. On 6 days you shall do all your work, and on the seventh day thou shalt rest.
Ooh, West Coast Patriot girl. West Coast Patriot girl getting on your ass saying, can't eat bacon. What's the point of living? I know, right? Like, dude,
it's tough.
It's little
tough.
Dude, it's little strips of joy. You have to sacrifice the life to get them, but they're little delicious, crunchy strips of joy.
You know, one of the things I miss most about bacon is not even the bacon on the burger. My mom made these things. It was prunes with bacon wrapped around the prune and then toothpicked, and then you bake it all together. Oh my god, it was the tastiest thing. She only made them, like, once or twice, but god, they were good. I know, I can tell that you think it's horrible, but
The
it's
hell
really
is
not.
wrong with your palate? Jesus Christ. Dude, bacon wrapped prunes. I mean, what are you having
Or sorry,
trouble
not
shitting?
prune date, not prune dates,
That doesn't make it much
Sorry.
better. That's an improvement, but only a
does.
little. Only a little.
Sorry, I'm picturing the wrong thing. It was a date, bacon wrapped dates. She only made them a couple of times, but oh my gosh, they were so good.
All right, since Black
So
Plague returns in 2027. What? Oh my God.
Yeah, allegedly.
Forrest Naredi.
Yeah.
A guy named Stan had his nuts dyed gray and hid under a black cloth. Professor Lickum. All right, nope, that's weird.
Oh no.
Uh,
'Cause you guys had professional rocks that needed to be licked. So he's saying someone colored his nutsack
yeah, I don't think that
gray
worked.
and pretended
They were in
rocks.
they were in little boxes. Since at least 2000s, Iran is 2 years away from a nuclear weapon. It's always
Yeah.
2 years. Shortly after 9/11, Iran stood
In the
in
90s they
solidarity
were too.
with the U.S. and initiated a peace deal with the U.S. The administration said, nah. Also, if U.S. attacks Iran, Pakistan has said it will fight the U.S. too. And Afghanistan said if the U.S. attacks Pakistan, Afghanistan will attack the U.S. So, by the way, that wonderful war that we got everyone out of, that Joe Biden completely clusterfucked the exit on, that because Donald
Yes,
Trump
got
stuck him
people
with it.
killed on.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, we're just gonna go right back in, everybody. We're just gonna go right back in.
Woo! Yeah, all the weapons and the tanks and the information and the everything that Biden just left behind for them to pick up and play with. Now that they've played around with it for a while and they know how to use them, let's send us back in there. We'll send our guys back in there and now they'll be fighting a much better armed.
King Kong Dog is
I mean,
saying
this is
Digger
great.
lost all the respect I had for her because of what?
Oh,
For what?
just think about it this way, King Kong Dong, because I have to give up bacon, you get to have more.
I just want to say
Anytime
this.
I sit down to meal with you,
I
you
just
get
want to.
have
I
more
think it's
bacon.
the bacon wrap dates thing is where they like you lost respect.
Oh, my mom did them. They were really
As for saying she's
Like,
lost
super
all the
tasty.
respect that you had for her, all I have to say is, you sure about that? You sure about that? I love how good I am at doing that because I don't.
You're very good at doing that.
Right? Because
yeah.
then when you play the sticker,
Yeah.
people think I actually made the sound drop. But yes, West Coast Preacher Girl saying, I like mushrooms with steak. Bomb diggity. Dude. Garlic
Yes,
sauteed
I
mushrooms
love mushrooms.
and onions.
Someone was saying something
on a
about a
steak?
portobello mushroom
Oh.
burger. Not being a burger, it's a sandwich. I agree, but God darn it, it's one of the best sandwiches. Yum yum.
So, like, is the
Fried
portobello,
portobello
mushroom
mushroom
the
cap?
bun?
No, the mushroom cap is the burger patty.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah.
just a... Well, then you're not eating a
Oh.
portobello. You're eating a... Or you're not eating a burger. You're eating a mushroom. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those. I'd eat a flip-flop or of it
Oh,
was strapped with
if
bacon.
it was wrapped in bacon.
I don't know that I'd go that far. I wouldn't go flip. Can't I just... See, this is where I'm a dick. People are like, would you do this? Like, can't I just eat the bacon? Can I just take the bacon off and leave the shoe?
Off the flip flop.
You didn't finish your flip flop.
Necessarily an option.
I filled up on bacon, but you didn't finish your flip flop. Anyways, so for those of you looking for a beacon of hope in just us not like someone saying Israel, I think it was Brian
Someone's
saying
ringing my doorbell. I'm sorry.
All right, well we'll pop you off the screen. You go ahead and handle that. All righty. I'll keep up with the chat while she does that. Remember how we hacked the centrifuges that Iran needed to enrich uranium? 80 billion in U.S. military equipment while trying to take away Second Amendment rights in the U.S. I don't know what we're talking about, AP. I feel like different people got different tangents on it. Bacon wrap dates. The fuck kind of devil worship heathen are you? Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. That is fucked up. So 80 billion U.S. military equipment while trying to take away Second Amendment rights in the U.S. I don't know what we're talking about. What the fuck? I don't understand why people like bacon and beef together. The taste clashes in my mouth, says SH. I actually, you know what? I like the bacon on the burger. I like bacon on a burger, but beyond that, I don't know that I do. Burgers are made with beef. Nothing else is a burger. Agreed, AP. Nothing else is a burger. That's what Biden left all the terrorists. Oh, yeah, no. Biden left. And for those of you who don't know, a lot of our patriotic men and women in the military were left with the bill of having to leave their equipment behind, ordered to leave their gear. We don't have time to get this stuff out. I mean, yes, Donald Trump scheduled this exit. Yes, this administration had a lot of time to plan something, but no, they fucking didn't. And when they made the soldiers load onto the planes and they overburdened the plane's weight load capacity, they said, hey, we've got to drop weight, leave your gear. But then when their tour was over and they came home, look, says here you're supposed to have a ZW-247 scope or some shit. And they're like, yeah, I was ordered to leave that behind. Well, we're going to have to dock you for it.
That's going to cost you. Yep.
Another reason why I dislike the previous administration. Because I don't care what anyone says about, oh, well, it wasn't Biden's fault. Trump said, no. You had time to make sure that this exit was not a shit show, and you didn't do it. And then you fucked over our troops in the process. I hate that. Oh, that's right. You can be back now that your doorbell thing is over.
See?
Iran's government. Ooh, what's in the Express Post? Ba-da-da-da-da. Breaking news. What's in that? She's going to crack it open.
Yeah.
She's going to... Oh. She's not going to crack it open? Are we opening
I will
this?
Crack it open, but take a wild guess what it is.
I'm guessing it. I'm guessing it's your passport. I know because my dick skipped a breath. Iran's government is impossible to diplomatically deal with because they are religious ideologues. Agreed, Brian. I'm not I'm not saying Iran's the good guy. I'm just saying
no.
We've been carting around the idea that they're 6 months from nuclear danger to the rest of us forever, and we can't agree with a cohesive message because our intelligence officers and people are publicly saying Iran does not have nuclear capabilities. They don't have nuclear stuff, no nukes. But now all of a sudden, and we're targeting their nuclear facilities. When did they get those? And when were we wrong? When were we lying to the public and or lied to or misinformed? Before or now? And that's the problem. We can't ever have that happen. True, my friend's son had served 3 years over there and owed them over $4,000 because of his stuff that he left. Mr. Q, my brother didn't leave in the Exodus. He was out before then. But I watched my brother serve 3 different tours, and I saw how fastidiously they hold him to account for every fucking nut and bolt that they gave him to serve. Mm-hmm. And like I said, when they don't fucking plan the exit right, they didn't go, oh, our bad, we'll eat the difference. Nope. Yeah. And that's the same thing, like even with my taxes. I'm setting up to pay my taxes because I have to do them every quarter right now. I'm setting up my tax payment thing. It's just like if the government gets upset because I don't pay them fast enough, I can't turn around and go, yeah, but do you mind telling me when you plan to audit the military and hold them to account? Like, it's okay for the military to lose millions and millions and billions of dollars. It's okay for the state government to take a $17 billion surplus and cluster fuck it into a $5 billion debt. But meanwhile, I have to be held on the hook right now. No spacing, no everything. Like, no, where's our $250? Like, oh, fuck yourself. Really? I don't make any money, and what you get off of me in taxes is a pittance compared to what you just lose and never look for. So,
yeah.
Johnny, they borrowed our equipment from Pakistan. Who borrowed our equipment from Pakistan? You borrowed equipment from Pakistan? I didn't know that. Any idea if the golf tournament might have to be rescheduled? Why would the golf tournament be rescheduled? There's no reason so far. Is there a weather report out? It's more of the pool scam, Sam, if that's more of the stupid fucking bullshit going on with there, keep that crap out of here because I don't keep up with Aaron and where he's at court-wise. But again, so far as I know, and because I use all the same sources you guys do, it's a giant nothing burger, so I'm sure it's fine. The message changing between they don't have nukes and they are developing nukes can both be true. The message changing between they don't have nukes and they're developing nukes could be true. Take it easy. I'm talking about the PGA. Oh, sorry. I have what would you call it? I have stupid troll PTSD. And the thing is, it's not like what they say bothers me. It's just I'm tired of repeating myself. Like it's just one of those things where I'm tired of repeating myself. Like people coming here going, "Oh, what's going on with Aaron? Does this look like Aaron's fucking show?" Like that's the one thing that annoys me. Like I don't care what other people are doing on their shows. I don't even pay attention to my own show. I just do the damn thing. Take it. So yeah, Pool Cam. Thank you for getting on my ass, Pool Scam Sam. West Coast Patriot Girls flying a flag. Good to see you. Wild Saffron. Actually, you're supposed to rap bruschetta on dates. Bruschetta. I don't know if that's is that your passport? Oh boy,
you're gonna let me out of the country.
It is her passport.
You're gonna let me out of the country. I'm gonna run away and never come back.
Heat index of 105 to 110 tomorrow. Minnesota sucks. Only place in the world that has a 150-degree temp span between January and June. That is bad. You know what's cool? America will be the first stamp in Digger's passport. Yep, that is cool. I took it as they were hitting the nuclear power plants. That's what I think they're doing. But if they have nuclear power plants, they don't have nuclear weapons facilities. That's again, nuclear power, what do you want them to do? They're in a desert. They can't go hydroelectric. Thank you, Saint Haran.
Doesn't it sound like he's saying num 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 nuts?
No, I don't think so, but it's just, you find it cute and adorable, and that's all that matters.
I love it.
I appreciate the 100 bits. We are down to $50 for our goal today. Anything you throw in on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble counts for all that stuff. We are 2.5 hours from being completed. So if we could get that $50 goal banged out in that time, that would be, oh my God, swell. Oh my God, finally, now you get the privilege of getting sent through secondary inspection at U.S. Customs. Right? They're going to stick a thumb in your pooper.
I'm going to have to get a new phone for when I go
They're going to give you one of these now. Bend over and I'm going to swirl it.
Yeah. Now cough.
Sure. Kong, just do whatever. Fuck it. I'm going back to the adult chat, says Rusty Grammar. What's wrong with the chat? This is an Aaron free zone. Don't be gay. Rusty Grammar, I was the one overreacting. Nobody was doing Aaron shit. And it's not an Aaron free zone. I just don't give a shit about the fucking tattletaling. And that's not even just about Aaron. It's about anyone's show. Like, oh, did you see what this person said about you? Did you see what? No, I didn't. And you know what? I don't care because I've got news for you. If I don't pay attention to what they said about me, it's just the same as if they didn't say it because it's the fucking internet, which is why I just don't pay attention to it. Then I win and we're good and I'm awesome. But more importantly, like I just hate repeating myself. Like, yeah, I know you're like, oh, this person said this. Cool. But I don't care. So, like, if that's what, All right, so let's get out to something completely different. We'll go to something completely different. Sports! The wide world of sports. Shoot, I have a client. Be right back. Yeah, we'll wait for Los Federales. I actually need to wait for Los Federales to get back after he's done with his client. Find out if he's serious about that condo thing. Because with all that's gone on with me, I might need to fucking make some phone calls and just say, screw it. You know what I mean? Like, F it. Like I told people with the Iran war stuff, with the Doge stuff falling through, with the Epstein stuff falling through, with pretty much as I see it, failure to deliver on everything but the immigration shit.
Everything.
Well, not everything. He did get the January 6th people released, so there's that. I did and want that.
That's true.
But for pretty much failure to deliver on everything but the immigration and January 6th stuff, I'm like fucking done. I've lost faith that this government can be saved. Like, in my opinion, its last bastion for being saved was Trump coming in and rewriting everything and people supporting what Trump did and carrying that torch. But as it seems, the whole Trump thing is largely smokescreen and mirrors to just keep people complacent while it all keeps going.
No new wars. Oops.
Dude, that was a tough...
What about taxes on tips? Did that actually go through?
I think that is actually going through. Someone who's...
Is it actually going through?
As someone who's listened to Aaron for 10 plus years, about 7.5 hours a day, the game over is a breath of fresh air. Don't pollute. Yeah, dude, again, Rusty Grammar, I feel like you're ranting about something that isn't a problem. Again, I overreacted because I misinterpreted what I read, because I thought he was talking about a specific golf tournament. He was just talking about the PGA when it moves to the Middle East because bombs be blowing up. It's what we call in the biz a misnomer. Johnny Digger was talking about how you essentially milk. No, she wasn't. No, she was not.
Damn it, Brian, tattletale.
These things don't happen, so she can't be. She can't be talking about that, because if she is, she's telling blatant lies. Why are you lying about me, you red-headed whore?
Nothing at all. I vaguely recalled saying something about you're enjoying milking gorillas and that it's a dangerous thing to do.
It's not true. I do not enjoy
That's all I
milking
can remember,
gorillas.
though.
There's no gorilla milking happening at all, so let's just be clear about that. And I would
Okay.
appreciate it
My
if you
mistake.
would not lie about me on your stream.
Okay. Not unless it's a super chat.
Well, I mean, I'm a whore, so if you're doing it for money, I understand. I
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
But if you're not making any money on it, then you're just lying. And so that no principles. Rusty and I have been listening to shows since show 1. Nice. Sorry if it's kind of an OG thing. People would bring him up on Corey's channel and it was annoying. Right, that's what I'm saying. It triggered me a bit. I'll see myself out. You don't need to see yourself out. It triggered me first. So dude, we're in the same boat. We both got triggered about, again, just being like, dude, I don't care. Like, because that was the other thing. I don't get a pat on the back. I don't get an I told us so. R.I. God isn't in here going, you guys were right and I was wrong. It was all or nothing burger. It's always people spurging, and they won't accept, all right, you believe that. Let's both fuck off and see who's right in the long run, because they know that they lose that battle. So they're like, well, I just want to spurg right now.
Yep.
King Kong Dog saying I banned people in Corey's chat for that shit. I'm not surprised, but I don't want people banned unless they can't learn. I just don't like. And again, it's not even Aaron specific. Don't even come here to like tattletale on Melton. Did you hear what Melton said about kids? There's this new clip of him saying something creepy about kids or whatever your fucking shit is. I don't care. I don't watch that shit for a reason. And like I said, I don't care what other people say about me or other people on their shows. I talk out of my ass the whole time. As I just found out 5 seconds ago, she talks out of her ass about me on her show. So let's just let people do their fucking shows. You know? We've all got mics and cameras and unapproved opinions. Fucking do your thing.
There you go.
Do your thing.
Unapproved
Speaking
opinion.
of
I like
things being done, I didn't know this. Souvenir bats are a thing in a baseball game. I knew souvenir balls were. But
Well, I've seen people, if they break,
right.
they'll
Just
have some pieces.
which is what I think about it. They don't do that at hockey. Like they don't like, oh no. Oh, we broke our hockey stick. Let's throw because the aluminum shaft of the hockey stick gets reused. So if the fucking blade breaks, they're like, oh, I'm buying a new blade and I'm putting a new blade on there. And then if the shaft gets bent, they just buy a new stick altogether. But they never do that. And that's the other thing too. You can't do that with goalies sticks. A goal stick.
No.
A goal, the most expensive.
Take someone out with it.
the most fucking expensive piece of equipment a goalie can have at this point, it seems like, is the goaltending stick, because that's the part that's the most easily broken and most necessary to replace immediately. Like you can't make it through a game with a busted stick.
Yeah.
If there's even a crack in that fucker, you're screwed. If like here's the one that I used to have the problem with the most, because I did a lot of poke checking. So like the way my dad taught me to be a goaltender is, you get in your position, you got everything but your 5-hole covered, but you got your blocker and your stick ready to come in on the 5 if they need to. But when they're coming in on you, you're outside the crease. Say they're at the blue line, you're way outside the crease. They're coming in, you're backing up. You hit the crease, that's your first stop. And you stop right there till they start getting in. When they start pushing you that you got to go back in from the crease, you get ready to, and you pick the right time and way to do it. You either side drop, stack, and let them fly, or you V drop, put one leg on each side, and then you fucking poke check. Like you pop that puck right between their legs and possibly hit them in the feet. And you do it for two reasons. If you're an aggressive enough goaltender, they won't come near you to shoot. They'll do it from a distance. You know what's a lot easier to block? A range shot. So that's what you want. You want to scare the fuck out of them. You might break a few faces, loosen a few teeth, but I tell you, you send one guy flying over your pads, the rest of the team got the message. Don't push the goalie. And so, like, the poke check is great, but do you know what the poke check sucks for? Hitting somebody in the fucking skates and cracking the ankle of your fucking blade on your stick. That's what it sucks for. Now you got to tape that thing up and hope that it holds, but it won't. So you've got to go get a new fucking stick.
Bastards. God, these
cunts.
Life is just so hard.
I haven't played hockey in 10
world problems.
Wait, no, not more than 10. Shit. Holy fuck, I haven't played hockey in 2 decades. And when I heard how much sticks went up, oof. How many black people play hockey, says King Kong Dong? Surprisingly few. Even though frozen, they're still afraid of bodies of water. There was an uptick.
More Asians than black folk playing.
There was an uptick of Puerto Ricans once it became a big thing in Florida, but I don't know if that changes much. The Puerto Ricans also aren't doing as well because they're so short. Like, that's the downside. Like, you got to be tall to play hockey. Like, you could be a short goaltender, but even then that's difficult. But now it's just like, no, you got to be a big, tall dude. Because little people just get fucking hip checked all day long, and they ain't going to make it. Johnny, want to go skating this year? I wish. I'm going to need a fucking chair. Like, no, thank you.
I've seen those. I've seen the chair skates on the outdoor ice rink. Kind of cool.
Yeah. It's not toe trigger material at all. Anyways, let's go over here. Speaking of sports, so this guy is, I went on that weird tangent about hockey sticks. This guy's going at it for a baseball bat. We want to find out how many black people, goalkeepers should be allowed to be in a wheelchair. Goalkeeper in a wheelchair is incredibly, your goalie needs to drop down and pop back up. The number one dry land or off ice or whatever you want to call it, exercise for a goaltender is to drop down on your knees, pop back up. And technically, you're supposed to drop down onto your knees on the sides of your feet, insides of your legs, flat to the ground. And then you've got to pop back up. Now, you are, or at least were in my day, you were taught to pop back up both legs at the same time. But if you're tired, and this was another thing I noticed about going back to the Stanley Cup, this is another thing I noticed about Skinner. Like, he was popping right back up, but he was always one leg, two leg, one leg, two leg, one leg, two leg. Like, it was quick.
Did you hear about that?
What's up?
He injured himself during the warm-up really, really badly. Like, very badly.
How?
I think it was something to do with his ankle or something.
That'll definitely explain the pop, because you're putting so much stress on that ankle.
He said afterwards that he hurt himself really badly in the warm-up, but by that point they had advertised he was going to be the goaltender. They couldn't pull him. So
I thought that's why you have a second goaltender on the team.
What I thought too.
How much has changed?
But I guess
it's been 20 years. How much has changed?
The rest of the team had already given up and were ready to go home anyway. So
even at the Olympics,
they're going to play an injured goaltender because they're not planning on winning.
Dude, even in the Olympics, they throw. You get to bring a backup goalie. Hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jesus. So he shouldn't have played. Yeah, he shouldn't have played. He shouldn't have played.
Exactly. He shouldn't have played. He shouldn't have played at all. Right. I don't, like I said, to me, that just says that the team had already decided they weren't going to win it. It looked that way anyway. Game 3, halfway through the second, they gassed out and then they just never came back again.
Right. But I'm saying,
so might as well play the injured goaltender. We're not going to win anyway, man.
Well, I guess my question would be, who would be the replacement goaltender? And
Picard.
Is Picard up to snuff with Skinner, like, injured? Like,
he played during the what was it, game 3? When they pulled Skinner and switched him out, that was Picard that replaced him.
Wow. Johnny complaining about how someone controls their legs. Yeah, Saint Laurent, but there's rules to this shit. Notice I can't do it, and I'm not an NHL goaltender. Do they even have an emergency goalie for both teams? Again, it shouldn't be emergency. Like, in high school...
No, they've got second and third usually.
Oh, they're up to 3? Because
pulling up from the minors.
Most times it's you have a goaltender and a replacement. And your replacement and or backup. That's usually it. Usually it's 2 goaltenders per team because most of the time you have your main goaltender most of the time you just have your main goaltender and your backup and it's just like that's it. So, if they put in Picard engage. And you know what? They were trying to get him to replace Skinner, but I'm reading this message that just got tweeted in here. Apparently, he was busy looking for tea. Earl Grey.
Earl Grey, hot. Damn it.
He replaced Skinner in Game 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Game 3, because Game 3, halfway through the second, they gassed out and they just never played again. There was no reason. They didn't show up for the game at home. They didn't show up for anything. They just gassed out in Game 3 and fuck it.
Fucking
so.
God damn it, Bud Britches. $5 from Bud Britches. Hey, boss, the pangolin enclosure got hit by lightning. Now it's completely engulfed.
Oh,
the screaming will haunt my dreams. I need a raise. There's no pangolin enclosure. Thank you for the $5.
Good Lord. Bud Britches, I'll tell you this. I am so sorry. It's an awful thing. I remember when Dock 2 burned down, the screaming of the animals and the children.
Shut up. That's not true.
It was just...
It's not true. There's no Dock 2.
Horrendous.
There was no burning. Why are you such a dick? What did I do?
Jefferson is the one you need to talk to for any...
These aren't real. There's no... Stop acting. No, there's no business. You can't...
We'll give you.
You can't say that other people in the chat are who you talk to. This thing isn't real. Stop lying. All right.
Also, Brian went through it, so if you want to talk to Brian.
No, he didn't. You guys made this shit up. It's not real. Anyways, back to the baseball bat.
He paid. I'm allowed to do it. He paid.
You're allowed to read the he paid thing. I'm asking you to quit telling blatant lies.
Out of the way, South Freelick.
Oh, dude. Okay, so. He threw it. Oh, dude.
Wait,
so
what?
he hit the ball, but the bat came out of his hand, I think. See, you would have been able to pay attention if you weren't too busy lying. Yeah. Yeah, that one got away from him. Yeah. That he literally he put everything into that ball. Or into that hit to hit the ball, but they caught it. So, and then he had so much momentum, the bat just got away from him. Apparently,
yeah.
There's a concussion for some lucky fan.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Churio out of the way, South Freelick, and it's stuck.
It got stuck in the net.
Oh, in the mesh net. I'm like, how the hell are they doing that? That's what I got. Okay, that makes sense. It got stuck in the mesh net. Can't see because of the grass. But
Sir, be careful, please.
Easy now, fella.
Sir.
yes, you do it. Fuck yeah.
I mean, everyone's cheering for him.
Yeah.
Everyone's cheering for him.
No, sir.
Oh yeah, and they're booing him because I think security came to get him.
He got excited.
Can't be climbing the fence.
Can't throw him out for that.
Oh, they're throwing him out. Is that a guard?
Oh, they are.
Oh, it's a
throwing him out
security guard.
for-
It's a security guard who's throwing him out for climbing the fence. Dude, it's a bat.
Come on.
I hate. I'm gonna call bullshit on this for the guy that's doing this, because dude, let's go back here, right there. Or wait, can we get him climbing up? Yeah, we'll get. Yeah, he goes up here. Tell him right there, sir, we'll have to throw you out if you do that. Sir, please don't climb. Like, he could have been doing some of that. Instead, he's just sitting there trying to catch him if he falls. He's watching him climb up the nets. They throw him out of the game for for climbing the net to get a bat. I mean, fans will do crazy shit. They throw dead animals onto the ice, so I'm not surprised someone would climb a net to get a bat.
The rat that went splat. Oh my god, on the ice. Wow, that bright red splat on the ice and then up the sideboard. Jeez Louise. That's at least when the Red Wings are chucking their octopi, all you're gonna get is the slime if they don't, if they hit the
It's
glass.
just
Yeah,
gross
that
overall. Just stop.
it was wow.
Stop littering the
Wow.
ice with animal carcasses. Where did this become a thing?
Most of them were rubber, and it was funny. It's like the hat trick. You just send the boys out and they'll pick them all up. But that one went splat, and it just, oh wow, wow.
All right. Well,
The
there we go.
octopus
So
is
that's
way better.
So again, how about we don't, celebrate the game. But yeah, AP
Hey,
agrees with you. Octopus is way better. Catch up with the Rumble
I
chat
always
since you guys
wondered,
aren't
how do
posting.
you sneak the octopus in and sit with an octopus all game long
You keep it under your
so
newt
that you
sack.
chuck it? But like, it's ew. Like,
I don't know.
where on your person do you
Again,
put
I
an
highly advocate
octopus?
not doing it. So again, I kind of approach this from the let's not and say we did thing. Fucking.
I'm just wondering if anyone can answer. I've always asked the question, but no one can actually answer.
I really need to try to keep up with the Rumble chat better while we do the show since it's not on there. I get distracted. I'm gonna go back a bit. While patience, grasshopper. What? Oh, what? Decades of corruption, enriched warmongers. Why haven't we cleaned up in 5 months? Unrealistic expectations. Oh, it's not cleaning it up in 5 months. It's everything they said they were gonna do to clean it up has now been walked back. Like, it's Doge. None of the cuts are getting enforced. No more wars. We are now literally jumping in with Israel. I'm not saying, oh, it's not cleaned up. It's literally the fact that the cleaning up part is, as of right now, unless something changes, is a lie. Like, Doge, for all of its whatever, all of the fraud and the
None
waste
of
that
it's
they found,
gone.
all of the fraud and waste that they found, that they put on the ticker, the Doge savings, all of that, as if it never happened. And that's what I'm saying.
Because
as if
none
it
of it
never
was
happened.
passed. So none of it actually happened. Doge found all sorts of shit, but none of it's going to be acted on.
Epstein
None of
client
it.
list, never going to get released. We haven't seen it. We were
Nope.
promised it. We were told it was on somebody's desk and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
And then again, it's
I
the
remember that.
never going to get it.
But wait, yeah, never happened.
So, like I said, it's not like I'm like, this isn't all better and it's 5 months later. No. I've been one of the people telling people like, oh, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Things are going to, and will they be able to sit through that lull? I'm not disheartened because it's not better. I'm disheartened because it's literally just
nothing.
turning right around and in the ass.
Yeah.
So
Doge was great, but if you don't act on it, then it's pointless. It's useless, and it's a show screen or a smoke screen. What were they doing? What was getting done while we were all looking at Doge?
See, this is where I do give
example.
but this is where I give the Trump and the administration a little bit of credit for this. The problem is the Supreme Court came in and said that the Senate and the House have to approve the Doge cuts. Like that was the Supreme Court going, no, you have to get government approval for these. You can't just make these cuts unilaterally. Right. But like I said, the administration promised that they're not going to deliver on it. And Donald Trump isn't going to come out and be like, look, we've encountered this problem, but we'll get this or that. He didn't talk to politicians to negotiate to get the votes where he wants or whatever, or all the stuff that politicians would do. So, I mean, are we going to go back and make those cuts later? Because I'm guessing not. So, and like I said, if those things turn around, then my opinion can change too. But as of right now, like I said, disheartened. Neuralink will cure you. God, no, it won't, but it might be a better option if I could get like equipment put into my body to make things move. I'm back. Those two, wow, 18 viewers with a combined IQ of 62. Who are we talking about? I got more than, I don't know who you're talking about, and I don't really care because, yeah, I've got way more than 18 on my first two. Well, not way more. I got more than 18 on one channel. I got more than on the other. So I don't know who we're talking about, but it's a Friday, so I don't really care. $5 from Broad Britches again. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
I may need some time off, actually. Do we get paid for emotional distress? You're not paid. Like, this is the thing I need you to understand, buddy. I love you guys, but you're not paid, okay? It's not a paid gig. It is not a paid gig. There's no job. There's no gig. There's no... it's not a real thing.
It's a very, very nice plants that you've got in your avatar there. Bridges. I just clued in and I just looked at it close up and it's very nice.
Sneak octopus under your shirt like a beer belly or a pregnant digger, says Wild Saffron. Now who's wishful thinking? This is how COVID 2 starts. With what? Climbing a netting? Backing Israel in their attacks is the most swamp behavior you can have, says Labglass. Right, we shouldn't, like, again, I'm not saying we should be supporting the other side. I'm saying we shouldn't be supporting either side. Not my pig, not my farm.
Exactly.
Y'all
exactly.
start, because again, this is just my opinion because it's been our publicly, like, I know governments need to have a level of secrecy. I know espionage is a thing. I know the intelligence community is a thing, but I don't like the idea that you publicly lie to your nation when you say things like they don't have nukes, and then you turn around the next day, we're targeting all their nuclear facilities. Like, I don't. Do they have nukes worth attacking or not? Which is it? Like, if you, like, I'm not saying the CIA should release everything they have, but I'm saying, like, if we know they have nukes, we should be like, look, we know they have nukes. That should be a thing. But anyways,
yeah.
And I don't think they have nuclear weapons, or at least the facilities or whatever. But anyways, in a plastic bag in your jacket. Ooh, plastic bag in your jacket, says AP. That's still gross.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's still gross.
You're not searched when entering the arenas? Yeah, because hockey's always been a sport where, you know, you're not going to fucking shoot or stab somebody. What are you, a hoser? You're going to punch them in the face, eh? Yeah. Like, fucking let them know how you feel, eh? Like, show them what you're saying, eh?
Weapons.
Wow, Johnny complaining about how someone actually controls their legs. Yes, Saint Iran, it is ironic. All right, I was talking about the YouTube crowd 20 minutes ago. About 20 minutes ago. Oh.
I can't see the Twitch chat.
Maybe they have facilities, but no nukes. Oh, they have nuclear power plants, but the idea is...
Yes, they don't have enough enriched stuff to make an actual nuclear bomb.
And more importantly, they don't have the facilities and the capability to enrich uranium for a nuclear bomb anytime soon. It's just, again, like I said, I want a very not my pig, not my farm. I don't want to back either of these people. I don't want World War III to happen. I want these two petulant children to beat the shit out of each other, and then we'll see where it lands.
Mm-hmm. I think Israel keeps picking fights with all these different countries. They should just, you know, you're going to pick the fight. Well, then you're going to finish the fight. You don't pick a fight and then go, okay, come in, guys. Can you get these guys over here, please, for me?
And Labglass,
you fight the fight.
Labglass over on West Coast Patriot saying preventative measures. I mean, that's fine, but that's not what we're calling it. We're not calling it preventative measures. We're literally just flip-flopping from, look, they don't have nukes, they don't have nuclear capabilities, they're not making nuclear weapons. We're targeting their nuclear facilities and nuclear capabilities. And it's like, I thought they didn't have those. But Labglass pointing out the other thing, saying, I don't care what she says when talking about the head of your intelligence is an awful look. Right. It is an awful look. What do those provide?
Yes.
It's not about that. It's about, I'm tired of backing
anyone
Israel.
Who's not us.
I'm sorry. I don't like how Israel's operating. Right. I don't like how Israel's operating. I don't like how they've, a multitude of attacks they've carried out in the past. I just simply don't want to be involved. I don't see why we need to be involved. It doesn't seem to involve us. And no offense, Israel kind of stepped on our dick since we were supposedly negotiating. We were negotiating. We were negotiating.
Become the Canuck.
There, yeah, maybe I should. Fanatical Bucksman, the tree of liberty is thirsty. All right, hold your horses. Someone get the hose. We need some water. But no, I'm saying in general, like, we don't have anything to do with it. Like, we were negotiating with Iran. We had talks and things. Trump was all, oh, well, I'm talking with Iran. Things are looking good and this, that, and the other. And then this comes in right at a time. And it's the one country that doesn't want anyone to be their friend. Guys, you can't be friends with them. They're bad. They're evil. They're wrong. And I'm not disagreeing with them on those points. I'm saying But if we try to negotiate with them and maybe they're coming around and they're making changes, and that's what negotiating is, to suddenly be like, no, I'm going to start a fight, so now you have to pick a side and it has to be me. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I would very much be like, look, we were talking with them. We were going to see how that could work. And then you started this shit. So you know what? Best of luck to both of you. And just step out. That's all I want. I don't want to fund it. I don't want to supply it. I don't want to be involved with it. That's all I'm saying.
It's the same with them in Gaza. It's the same with Russia and Ukraine.
And that's how most people seem to feel.
Hands off.
Like,
Yeah.
I have yet to meet the person in my day-to-day life that's like, no, we need to fight and defend Israel. Like, even in our chat, I agree. I don't like either team anyway. Yeah, right? Teams are lame and gay. Well, either way, I'm just saying, yeah. I don't want to be involved.
I just like my team best.
You know what
Why
I
can't
want
my
America to
team
do?
leaders and my coaches like my team too. You'd think they're my team leaders. They're my team coaches. You'd think that they want us to win, but problem is they don't.
I want my team, if we're calling it that. I want my team to make an industrial size bucket of popcorn, sit down and fucking watch. That's it. I want us to sit down, watch, and just go, oh, that looks like, you know what I want to do? I want to pull up a ladder, take some pictures, and start dancing as the destruction happens on both sides. Kind of like how a certain country did to us on 9/11. Like, when they knew
oddly specific.
again, and that's the other part. That's the other reason why, weird tangent here. That's the other reason why I can't stand the October 7th bullshit. Well, we were victimized on October 7th. Yeah, on 9/11, families, people from around the world were victimized. Yeah. And that attack happened because you deliberately didn't tell us information you had, because you wanted the attack to happen, because you wanted our response. And people could be like, well, that's the same case with the American government. Right, fine. But the American government isn't the one screaming, oh, poor us, we got attacked by terrorists on October 7th. It's like, yeah, we got attacked on 9/11. Care to tell us why you didn't bother to let us know about that? And that's the reason why I don't get behind the October 7th stuff too. It's like that gave you more reason.
Warning them about October 7th long before October 7th too.
Yeah, it's like they wanted a reason to fight back
right away. They're like, we were trying to tell them. They didn't want to hear it
because they don't care.
Yeah, they wanted
losing life doesn't mean anything to them.
Everyone's got to keep their heads on a swivel. Make sure you're stocked up, ready to go in case an emergency happens.
Oh,
because
shit!
By God, Operation Blackjack.
I need to start.
Is coming to
I need to start getting sponsors from like MRE companies and shit. Holy crap, dude!
Right? That would be a great idea. But no, seriously, this is the ideal time if one were to do it. To start pulling Operation Blackjack. This is the ideal time.
So wait, is Operation Blackjack where you try to get
the one where you pull a nuclear event on American soil, which forces America into the fight?
Again, I was trying to make a joke. Isn't
I'm not at all.
Yeah, no, yeah,
yeah,
I know.
I just want our peoples to have.
I was just gonna say, Operation Blackjack is when you try to get as close to 21 as you can without busting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that would have been a good joke. Sorry.
Maybe just
right over that.
Maybe just chill it to cool down.
Okay. Just want them to be safe. I want the chat to be aware. This is my way of warning them now.
Believe me,
and then
it's a small show.
They're not ready.
It's
not
a
my
small show. Most of them are on your page.
I feel
you're kind of telling them already what you've told them before. I think they'll be fine. Okay. 9/11 was just. 9/11 was just a big gender reveal. The black father has yet to be found. Well, that's called the status quo. Can we just have BlackRock take over the Holy Land? This is King Kong Dong. Look, dude, because of the number of wars that have been fought by religious extremists over that particular part of the area, I feel like the world as a whole could move on very well if we just atomized and parking lotted the whole thing. No more religious sites, no more religious this, that, or the other. Because again, we use this house that that Jesus lived in as an excuse to justify our murdering these families and their families. And they go, but wait, there's a rock in the basement that was blessed by Allah, and that's our reason to murder your family and every family after that, and the fact that you murder. So again, it's just blood feuds built around religious shit that ultimately is just a piece of dirt. So you know what? How about we, like, again, and this is my thinking of this is because when you talk about the Middle East to me, my brain just sees it as two fucking children. You can't behave. You can't play with these toys. You can't share these toys. And you should be able to do all of those things. But since you can't, it is for your own benefit. We take the toys away. In this case, the toys would be religious sites. And that's it. Like, that's just, I know people are like, that's fucked up. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mr. Q. Oh my God, Mr. Q's hilarious. So King Kong Dong is like, can we just let BlackRock buy the Holy Land or claim the Holy Land? I forget what he said, or own the Holy Land. And then Mr. Q replies, King Kong Dong, who do you think owns BlackRock? Then replying, they already own the Holy Land.
Use it and make homeless condos, says King Kong Dong.
I'm fine with that. I feel like if all of those sites were erased, like religious people would be upset, and they'd probably even go as far as to recreate the original site as much as they could. But ultimately, it would prove the point of like, look, it's just land now. Why are you fighting over it? Well, this has to be our land, God ordained. Like, God, I hate that. God ordained we have this land. Right. How convenient somebody who can't speak.
Well, then share it.
That's the advantage to being the chosen people. You don't have to give a shit about anybody else. They're not chosen.
Right.
Again, but remember, guys, just because you ain't chosen doesn't mean you're not super dope. It just means you're not chosen. Are you kidding me? Michael Rappaport has chosen. Have you seen that face, heard that voice, recognized that complete lack of talent? That motherfucker's chosen? Chosen to what? Suck? Jesus Christ. Although he does have a vastly more successful career than me. So Michael Rappaport, really?
He does.
The only thing
he's a character actor. He plays the same guy.
He plays Michael Rappaport in most things. Aaron says this, which I kind of agree with. Michael Rappaport is who you get when you can't afford Bill Burr. But more importantly, I feel like Michael Rappaport's only acting talent is if you cast him to be a character that has to die on screen, we're like, oh, thank God. Because it's, again, like you said, he plays himself in all of his roles. Yeah. So he's annoying. He's someone you want to get fucking smacked because he's full of shit and wrong all the time. And, like, again, like, nobody wishes, like, ill will or me on Michael Rappaport, but when he plays those characters in a show and bad things happen to those characters because it's fantasy indulgence, you're like, thank God. Thank God. And the weird part is every time I see that happen, like, do you think he read the script? And for a moment, the light bulb went, hey, that's kind of like me. But I don't think he does. No. I don't think he does. I wish he would, because then he would see what happens to those characters and how it's received in movies, and he's like, oh my God, I'm kind of a dick. Doubt that'll ever happen. Screw it, let's just start drinking Brondo. Right, man? It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
It's Brondo.
Brondo was the, like, Mountain Dew fucking idiocracy drink. When they're like Brondo for you, for your plants. It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave. It was right. It was Brondo.
Sorry, it was one of those. Sounds familiar, but I'm not connecting.
Is this a video or no? Not a video. Damn. Reject all. Reject all. I don't want your cookies. I'm already fat. All right, so no, I'm not doing this. I'm getting a video because this is clearly a scene from a video. I hate when news sites link a story and they take a clip of a video, but they don't include the video. So you know we have the video. You know you can get the video of this. Let's go.
It exists, but we won't tell you where.
Let's do Hawkins. Well, this is the thing. Not only did they not tell you where, they include the clip of the video, which has the tag screen from the news agency. So you know that there's There's a video of it and where to look for Fires Cup. Last Cup.
Brian, that's not necessarily the worst idea, but you're saying a three-way split with China and Russia. I want to know just what is this newly formed parking lots? Like just what are we including in it? Are we just saying just the one country, or are we saying both countries, or are we just going to throw the whole slew of them under there? Like, doesn't seem fair to some of the other countries.
I'm gonna tell you. If you're carving it up and dividing it amongst global powers, China and Russia are really gonna be for like just gloss the whole thing because there's a shit ton of oil and resources there that you could use
That's what
that
I'm
way.
thinking. Like, if you just but there's people that live there that might disagree.
Another 5 from Bud Britches. So
Woo-hoo.
that adds up to take 5 off of the overall goal, putting that at $40 left for the show. Thank you so much. A big Bud Britches day. Thank you, Bud Britches. Let's read this quick. Bud Britches asking, just curious, does the meat market have a drug policy for the hourly employees? If so, it wasn't outlined during my onboarding. Well, 3 things. 1, if I had a company, which I don't, I would never call it onboarding. It'd be training. You're being trained. 2, there is no company. There is no meat market. So there are no hourly wages. So, ipso facto, 3, if there is no company and there are no hourly wages, there wouldn't be any drug testing. Now, that's not to say that is some sort of acknowledgement of your claim of this business existing. No, the business doesn't exist, so there is no drug testing. Not because the business doesn't have a drug testing policy, because, again, there is no fucking business. Psychoblat. What's Psychoblat? Those federal.
Pot's cool. Anything like an opiate or anything that's going to just blitz you out, like LSD or something like that, not cool. Okay, pot's cool. If you're a functioning alcoholic,
Again, there's no fucking
allow
meat
it as
market.
long as you're not driving. But otherwise, just common sense. Common sense. If it's going to hurt your job performance, don't do it. Save it for after work. Jeez. Sorry. I agree with you. Onboarding is a ridiculous new term. We're hiring folks and we're training them.
Hey, Johnny, tried using
That's what
the
I'm on
drug benefits card. I didn't give you a card. See, again, now just people making up shit. It was Gatorade the Tarded. All right.
Gatorade the Tarded.
I think that's what he means by Brondo. He's like, it was Gatorade. I think he means I'm retarded.
Oh, okay.
Like I said Mountain Dew, and it was their version of Gatorade. Brondo. Whatever. The point is, it was commercial drink. If you, I wonder if we can 3-way split. Blah, 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 blah. All right. There we go.
Machine.
Okay.
I am the machine.
I am
Sorry.
the machine. All right, so let's go to this. This is the Hawkins Police Department in Texas. Holy shit, we only have 2 hours left, a little less than 2 hours left in the program. We're flying by. We're flying by on time. The goal is still at $40. I'll check the PayPal, Venmo, and Streamlabs in a minute, but I bet it'll help if I put those links in the chat
That would most definitely
instead
help.
of being
Yes.
a douche canoe.
Yep.
All right.
Hey. Once you've done that, you should play that song I really enjoy.
What song? Oh, that one? Yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah, the old-timey one.
All right,
That
let's
one.
throw that up there and throw this here. We'll grab that and pin it.
Oh, you pinned the wrong message over there on
Oh,
Rumble.
crap. It's because the thing is moving too fast. Like, I go and I click to pin my message and it moves up one and it takes the next one that I clicked. All right.
It's fun that you pin the message. We test your drugs to make sure you have good shit. I mean,
That wasn't the intention, though. That's not the
it
message.
would have
we
been
want.
fun, though, for anyone new coming in late.
Oh, it's already pinned. All right, so we're pinned on all 3 channels.
Put 'em into
The Venmo, the PayPal, the Rumble rants, all of that stuff. So,
Mr. Q says to wait 25 minutes, then check it.
well, I'm checking it now just to see where we're at now. Like, and if we're at nowhere now and we're better in 25 minutes, then we're better in 25 minutes. These are, again, all things that are manageable. Over here, over there. There we go.
Rex
Boom.
Start parody account. Don't worry, it's all legal stuff. Don't concern yourself. Just know that the giraffe brisket.
There is no
whoever's
fucking
selling
meat
it
market.
will sell it to you at the same price for as long as you want to keep buying it
Um,
from whatever store or source is selling it. I don't know. Or actually, I got to do that way. Yeah. Definitely not an exotic meat market. Definitely not, but you keep ordering, it'll keep showing up.
again, it's not fucking real. So, all right, here's the story from Hawkins.
You're not wrong.
Top story tonight, a heated meeting in Hawkins where city council members voted to terminate their last remaining member of the police force. KETK's Rachel Davis was there for the
last
vote
one?
and spoke
Yeah.
to members of the community.
Their
after
last
the
remaining
decision
police
was made.
officer.
Rachel, what did they
Put the
tell
camera
you?
back on. Damn. Their last remaining police officer.
Emotional meeting.
Their last remaining police officer. They've gotten rid of their everything else. They recently got rid of apparently their mayor, and they have fired their last remaining police officer.
And this is the city council?
The city council voted to fire their only police officer. Oh, that's why it's so quiet. Damn, I was trying to figure that out. I dipped off when I started playing. I was like, why is this quiet? Their last remaining police officer. They recently got rid of their mayor or arrested their mayor. They recently arrested their mayor and the last remaining police officer. There's just like there's no internal political structure. It's just apparently the city hall. It's become like a cult town.
Wow.
Because it's run by the city hall. And again, the enforcers, I don't fucking know who those are. The political structure, the governor, the gubernatorial structure, the fucking city council, I guess. They don't have a mayor.
The citizens.
I don't know.
They get a
To
say.
members of the community after that decision was made. Rachel, what did they tell you?
Casey, after tonight's emotional meeting, people who were there, they told me they were shocked and scared about what it means for their city to be left unprotected without police presence.
We have no one.
Okay, so citizens aren't happy.
Yeah, no. Of course they don't. Of course they're not happy. They're in fucking Texas. If you pop over the border, guess where you're probably in? Texas. And they're in the like middle tip of Texas. So like if you're moving through Texas and you're a person of, let's say, less than decent morals, and you come across a town with no police office, like forget like, oh, well, cops are slow to respond. You bust into somebody's house in Texas, you might have to deal with a Second Amendment motherfucker willing to shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Those odds are up, especially right now, because for the rest of these people, you can't call the cops. You can't.
Right.
So
you have to defend yourself.
You have to defend yourself. By the way, wouldn't this be awesome if they lived in one of those havens where the Second Amendment was not allowed to be used? Because, the guns, again, are the problem, guys. So remember, just rely on the police officers.
I was thinking that's a great way to get your citizenry all armed, taking care of themselves.
No offense, this lady doesn't look like she's going to take care of herself.
I don't know. I think she probably could. I think she could
shoot a gun. I don't think she can take care of herself.
I think you could give her a gun and she could defend her home.
She can defend her home.
Nothing comes in.
But people mistake that for taking care of yourself. I feel like if she really has to fight and defend herself, grandma ain't going to get it done. Like I said, she can shoot a gun.
Of course not.
Again, like if you have people trying to break into your home, she can shoot a gun and she can make a defend herself, or more importantly, take care of herself overall. I don't know. If there's a spat between two neighbors and she's one of them.
That's why you need to make friends with your neighbors. You need to build your community in real life. You need to.
Right. But what if two community, like again, that's just saying make your tribe. Now what happens when your tribe clashes with the other tribe? Again, It's just you'll expand the parameters, and you might be safe in your area. But if you don't have the cops, you have nobody you can call to de-escalate a situation. I mean, are you going to call grandma?
Yep. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm not saying I agree with getting rid of the cops. I think it's ridiculous and stupid. I'm just saying it would be interesting to see if that's what happens, is the citizenry end up everyone being armed. I think that would be
I don't think that's necessarily good
reaction.
without cops, though.
Like I said, I'm not saying no cops is a good thing.
No, I'm not saying you said that either.
They might
but
be
you
stuck.
did say you did say at the beginning, you're like, oh, this is a great way to get your citizenry to arm themselves and defend themselves.
Well, it's
and I'm just saying though.
I think you will see a lot of the citizenry arm themselves.
I'm sure you will. I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that's also creating more of a problem, because then when there are, again, no cops, no de-escalators, what do you do when two different people who arm themselves to defend themselves suddenly start fighting and want to fucking, again, we start going back to the Wild West thing.
Wild West. Yeah.
It's just, and that's, I don't know if you know this or not, that's not a good thing. Overall, societally
No, I'm not
speaking,
advocating it. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying you are.
Ironic.
I'm saying it's
ironic.
not a good thing, because people aren't able to, like, people were able to calm their tempers a little bit better in some ways there. I feel like we pop off even faster now, because the internet has taught us that, you know, you can say and do whatever
There's
you want
no
without reprisal.
morals or manners or anything.
Yeah. Monday night, Hawkins City Council voted in favor of terminating their last remaining member of their police force, Hawkins Police Lieutenant Eric Tuma.
All right, it's passed.
They voted in favor. West Coast Patriot Girl, cops don't come for 4 hours anyway. Might as well handle it yourself. Yeah, on the West Coast, but are you guys
like 8 cops? We've got 8 cops that cover.
Don't you also have to give them like
Okanagan.
a promise of your firstborn son to have a gun in California? Like, I feel like getting guns in California is extremely difficult and expensive. Am I wrong about that? I know it's expensive. They tax the fuck out of you for guns in California. But I feel like it's extremely difficult and expensive. But Johnny, what year of Ford Galaxy do you prefer? Rusty Grammar, I believe it's the 1962 Ford, or 61 or 62. There was a very short time where the tail fins were not straight vertical. They were at like was it a 45 degree angle? That's 45, and it's like 90, like a 90 degree angle. This is like, I hate how he distracted me by just throwing that one question in, because I am 1961. Boom. Remembered as soon as I went to go search. I was like, 1961 Ford Galaxy. Preferably 2-door, red interior, black, but 1961 Ford Galaxy. No, only legal guns are expensive. Mr. Q says only legal guns are expensive. I feel like illegal ones will be expensive in California too. I mean, less expensive, yes, but I'm sure they're not cheap. Look, man, you see the quality file job I did on that serial number? You got to pay for quality like that. You can't just get that. Normal people, they'd be able to use chemicals to be able to raise the alloy just a little so you could see the serial number. I went down deep into the alloy and then covered it up. That's something you can't get anywhere else. Like, I don't know. Nothing like fins on a 59 Caddy. The fins on the 59 Caddy are nice, Eugene Stoner, but it's not just the fins. For the 1961... Oh, it's not in the chat. That's horrible. 1961 Ford. Oh, I spelt Ford with 2 O's. That's for the extra hate of the Jews. All right, Galaxy. Technically, the Ford Galaxy Starliner, if we're honest. Boop. Open image in new tab.
Show it.
I know. Let me get there. Hold on.
Pretty. It is a pretty car.
It is a beautiful fucking car. It is a beautiful car. I love the shit out of that thing. Are you kidding me? A Ford Galaxy Starliner? I would be so happy. Oh, I couldn't. I was able to mute me last time to get me out of for the last one. The last one happened. I was already luckily off camera. The last sneezing fit. Because I was trying to fix that volume issue. All right. Anyway, so yeah, no, that's the one I like right there. That's my baby. And the reason I like that again, the fins, it's the fins right along here. I'll take the chat off the screen for just a second so we can appreciate. No, I hit the button.
You can appreciate that line.
I did what? Sticker, Discord, capture screen.
Johnny wouldn't spill water in it. Hell no. But if he did, that Neo water was red and it would have just blended right in with the interior.
Dude, it was staining the carpet and like I fell and I hurt myself. I'm not gonna fall in that car. I'm gonna sit in the car. I don't know. I don't know anyone to talk about. At any rate, but yeah, I like that. That's what I like. It's just a nice look. It's got that fucking fin.
I like it a lot.
It's got that fin coming across the side there. And now I got to grab another picture to illustrate why that's awesome. Nerp. Nerp. And open image in new tab. And do we have any others giving me a good look at that sweet, sweet derriere? I don't think so. Not really. All right, so let's go.
Saw 62 for sale. Oh.
This is why. The fins are, again, at an angle. And it's got these tail lights.
Yeah.
These because like the center of the tail light right here, where my cursor is, that's your reverse light and your directional. So that's got a faint yellow to it. The rest of it's red. It looks like a fucking spaceship from the back at night. Dual exhaust, because it's a sexy bitch. Trunk big enough to hide several bodies in.
Nice.
Sloped rear window. It's aerodynamically, it's completely fucking backwards, and I love it. Because the front window, by comparison, is way more flat wall than this. Like, the air has to work harder to get up over this. If this were flipped around the other way, this car would actually move faster.
Yeah.
And I don't even care. I don't even care. You know why I love this car? Because if I had this car and I was driving it around, I would feel like the fucking the alien dude in The Last Starfighter. Like, I would pick somebody up and like, and now we're going to save the galaxy, and he just starts driving, and the car turns into a spaceship, and my passenger goes, "What's going on?" And if they had any balls when they did the old school Men in Black movie, and I don't remember if they did or not, but when it was Will Smith going back in time to work with young Tommy Lee Jones, that he would have had a Ford Galaxy as his car, because that's funny. Starliner. I want that car. I want that car. The 45 fin is pretty dope. And here's the other reason I like it. It's a very short run in the Galaxy line for the 45 fin, or whatever it's called. At any rate, there is a reason for that. Because back in those days, they didn't have seatbelts in cars. So if you rear-ended somebody, you went through the windshield, because they also didn't have safety glass. And if you went through the windshield and you were either the driver or passenger of the person rear-ending that car, there was a chance that you got impaled on those fins. It happened enough. Not a lot, but it happened enough that Ford went, how about we fix this murderous fin issue on the back of this car? Johnny, pick your favorite season, summer or fall. No, Pool Scam Sam, I refuse. I refuse.
Summer, of course.
God, no. It's too hot and humid.
Birthday.
Fall's way more good because it's like...
Live somewhere that's not humid. It's beautiful.
Don't you think I want to? I reproduced like a moron. So I've got some things I have to consider before my comfort becomes an issue. Oh, I just zoomed in. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. This isn't personal. This is just because, look at that back end. Look at that beautiful, look at that beautiful derriere. I'm telling you, I could kiss that sweet ass every morning. And I mean the car. I just like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Here's the other thing I really love about this car. This is your gas cap right back here at the center. So like when you fill it up at the pump, you got to pull forward a ways and you stick it in its ass and you just fill it up from the rear. I love it. I love it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's got a big old gas tank because the engine's the fuel wasn't as efficient, the engines weren't as efficient, so like you could do a whole lot to just a beautiful car. All right, there we go. Oh wait, I need to put the chat box back on this screen. Let's do that quick before we go all. Where is that chat box? There it is. Welcome back. Welcome back, chat. And digger and button. All right. Dig dat ass. I mean, I don't. I do, but what do you want from me? What do you want from me? It's a pretty car, damn it. Holy shit. We have an hour and a half left in the show. I was getting
That's
sidetracked.
what I was thinking, Rusty.
What?
You really turned that into butt stuff that made me feel a little.
What are you talking about? You're taking
talking
it as
about how
butt
you
stuff.
kiss that ass every day, and how great it is that you'd have to pull up to the gas tank, but you'd have to pull up ahead so that you could reach around the
No,
back
it's
and
just it's
open up
always
the back end and shove
again.
that
You're
gas
taking this.
onto
Why
the
are you
chair
so
and-
perverted? I just meant like as
I know,
opposed to
you're the one who-
no. You are the one who's
Wow.
perverted. You're turning this into butt
Wow.
stuff just because I used words that are similar to
Rusty
that.
heard it.
No. Yeah, that's because
Rusty
again,
heard it too.
yeah, because
I wasn't
wow,
gonna say
way to
anything. I thought
fucking
it
make
was
my
funny,
point.
but
Why are you being a
apparently-
perv? Well, the Rusty heard it. Rusty hears pervy shit on everything. Why do you think he's in the Rumble chat? No, my point was.
Look, there's
All right,
Laura.
fine.
You are up.
Well, let me
Okay.
clarify it for you.
I'm not the only one who saw it.
Let me clarify for you, since your mind is in the gutter. My point was, you don't have to pick a side on the car. You don't have to go, am I on the left? Am I on the right? Where's the gas tank? Gas tank's right in the back. It doesn't matter. Left or right, it's the same. It's in the middle and in the back. You're the one who turned that into
Sure,
butt stuff.
sure.
All Minnesota guys like that. No, that's not true, pool scam, Sam. Not true at all. Oh, this isn't the article. Where's the
Uh-oh.
video I was watching? There we go.
Have we lost though?
No, I found it. I found the video. Let's go back to the city council getting rid of their police officer.
Please make sure that's 2 minutes.
On the meeting's agenda, voting on his immediate termination on the grounds of neglect and abandonment of position. 3 council members voted in favor and 2 opposed, including Eric Malloy.
Wait a minute. Now I'm actually on their side. They're getting rid of him because they're saying he doesn't do his job. He's the only cop left and he doesn't do his job. Like abandonment and neglect. Unless you're swamped doing something over there, but if it's more like no, you said you were on your way and you never showed up. Like, okay, I get rid of that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it does really fuck you over right now. You have a severe police officer deficiency. I feel like room for wage negotiation is pretty high in that situation.
He says he's
wanna know how
extremely
you get on the
disappointed
city
in the
council.
outcome.
Oh, how you get on the city council? It's a vote thing. It's your local vote. You vote.
Well, no, I know how it works, but I wonder how theirs works specifically.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how you get on the city
They're
council.
taking all this power. They're not going to want to give it up just because of silly thing like an
What do you mean?
election or,
No. They like the citizens vote to put people onto the city council. So every election year, the ballots have the city council vote. So it's like, I don't know, every 2 years or 4 years you vote
I
for city council.
understand. I was implying there's some sort of corruption.
Well, they already got, like, I don't know, it sounds like the police officers might be corrupt, but I don't know where you're getting corruption off of them.
Oh, I'm just curious. I'm wondering.
I'm very distraught and can't believe it. They want our police back. They miss them. The community, the citizens.
After the vote, some community members stormed out of the meeting, shocked by Lieutenant Tuma's termination.
You can't have any kind of safe community without a law enforcement or a body of law.
Also saying they fear for what's to come for their small rural community.
I mean, they're looking at least a 30, 45-minute response time just because county. And if they're busy, it's going to be even longer.
Current Mayor Debbie Rushing said in a statement after the meeting, "We are excited to write policies and pass policies that follow the law of the state of Texas." Eric Tuma was
That's
unable
a completely empty fucking statement. That has nothing to do with what's going on.
to be reached. And Eric Tuma was not at tonight's meeting. A council member shared he was unavailable because he was giving testimony in court. In studio, Rachel Davis, KETK News.
Giving testimony in court on what? Oh, damn it. I accidentally clicked the sea otter cam. Spoiler alert. What does Johnny watch when the show's not on? Sea Otter Cam. It's just, you can't be mad at Sea Otter Cam. It's live. Right now, there's no sea otters, though. Why is Sea Otter Cam live if there's no sea otters? I think you guys forgot that there is a... Dude, all right, now I've got a problem. Let's talk.
It's the Vancouver Aquarium. I was very
Fuck off.
surprised they're still open. Let alone they've still got animals.
Oh, there we are. There's my boy. There's my boy, Blue. Yeah, you get that butt itch. You get that butt itch. Yesterday, we had an amazing fight between the boys. I don't know if they're both boys. I need more information on these sea otters. I want to start naming them and placing bets. But that's just one of the things I love about sea otters. He's just sitting there, just taking a bath, and he's just got one leg flapping himself around in a circle like he's floating so well. Like, damn, that's awesome. They're just cute little fucking water ferrets. I mean, they're dicks.
Wild, this is the Vancouver Aquarium. If you're interested.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude,
come on, buddy.
He's getting into the meat. We need some privacy.
Come on now.
We need to learn about
Jeez.
appropriate YouTube content, my friend.
Talk about continuing to bring up the.
You know what it was?
stuff.
You know what it was? He knew we went live. Oh no, we're back to 2. We're back to 2. There are my boys. All right, there we go. They're my boys. Swimming in the
There
sea.
he is up there.
Yeah, so fucking King Kong Dong, get that hole. Yeah, they're like, so like, why did they get rid of the department? Gut the woke, install the woke. Again,
Have no idea.
They're claiming that their reason for firing him is due to pretty much due to him not doing his job.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they want to hire other. I just feel like even if he is incompetent and not really getting shit done, you need to work on hiring people first. And they also got rid of, or not rid of. They recently, the mayor recently got arrested for God knows what.
Yeah, they fired the police force either in one big fell swoop or else one at a time, but they didn't bother to replace them as they were
let's
getting
go
rid
back.
of them. They just got rid of the very last dude.
I'll go back to the.
I guess they had the last cop arrest the mayor before he was fired. So that's.
I don't know.
nice.
I can look it up. I have the text article. I went and grabbed the news story because I'm like, if you're gonna put a picture of it in there, I'll just use that instead. Let's go to this. City of Hawkins fires its last police officer. City council members meet next Monday evening for the first time since Mayor Deborah Rushing, who is accused of tampering with government records, was arrested to discuss the fate of the city's last police officer. In February, Rushing fired the other officers. Oh, so the mayor fired all of the other officers, citing improper hiring practices and a desire to start over the right way. And then she was found later of being guilty. Okay, so here's my hot take on it. This last guy that they didn't fire is one of her boys because she didn't fire him.
Yeah.
And so they got rid of her, or they're arresting her, and now he's testifying to shit. So it's like they got rid of, again, these are the last 2 bad apples. But what it means is they threw the bad apples out of the basket, and now you've got nothing.
Now you've got nothing. You should be replacing.
Holy boy. I was wondering if there was more to it. Things aren't always as they seem. Well, you were right. You were right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, T. Jefferson saying, rotten little deviant exhibitionist otter. I think he's a little behind on the show. His chat just faded, so I'm behind on the chat. No, dude.
You're behind.
He's just an otter. He didn't realize, dude, he's not an exhibitionist. He doesn't know there's a camera. It's not like those eagles where the camera's right there in the nest. We're sitting way up high. The water's splashing. It's a walking path near him, so he's going to hear kids and stuff. Like, yeah, dude, he doesn't know. He doesn't know anybody.
He has no idea we're there.
And I don't know why, but somehow that makes it awesome to me. Like, yeah, that's... Watching otters without their permission is sexy. Like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. You're pervy and creepy for thinking that. It's just sexy sex. Look at that wet fur. Just sexy. Just, oh. When I see wet fur, I think, oh my God, that's sexy. He knows what the red light means. I don't know, dude. They might not have a red light. They make plenty of cameras that don't have a little broadcast red light. And if you're setting up a thing like this aquarium, Vancouver Aquarium otter cam, like I feel like you probably you probably hidden camera'd that thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't move.
I don't know.
I'd love to think
It
I'm
was a
saying all
pretty
this.
awful aquarium back in the day.
Okay, so never mind. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. This lady's telling you, no, it's just a GoPro duct taped to a rock. I was watching the other day, the duct tape let go. Scared the out of the otter. Like, because it dropped in the water, and then one brown thing became a bigger and a smaller brown thing. Spoiler alert, smaller brown thing was the otter's turd. Scared the shit out of him. I want to lay in the tiger pen. I don't know that would work. I feel like laying in the tiger pen would be dangerous. Although I do have a weird fascination with wanting like a good mid-sized big cat. You know, like like a lynx or something. Especially with those ears. Just be like, oh, you cute little buddy. Oh, who wants a good kitchen? I just want somebody to eat my corpse when I die, so that way nobody finds it. And they just go, where did he go? And the cat's just like, meow. Anyways, so yes, they arrested the mayor for tampering with records after she fired a whole bunch of people. And it sounds like we had a Tiffany Henyard in the making. I want a pet tiger or a big cat. Well, what about a lady tiger? You know. All right, let's clear this off there. All right, we've got holy shit. We're moving fast through the day. It's a little over an hour left in the show. Oh, look what screen. I'm just hello happy place. Hi. I want you.
Oh,
it's so pretty. She's just so pretty. Oh.
81 tons or 162,000 pounds of dirt moved today. Holy Hannah, you are the better digger, Mr. Q. Even if you use
Brian
like
saying, "Don't worry, Johnny. I'll eat your corpse when you die." And that car still looks dumb. Good. Then there's less competition because I want
one. You can't have a ride in it. Neener.
Oh. Well, I mean, he could have a ride in it, but does he ride in anything without hydraulics? It's just what I've been told. You know, I don't know these things. $10 from Mr. Q. Thank you, Mr. Q. $30 from today being banked out. If you want to throw that in on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, we say thank you no matter what. Oh, not 300, asshole. Awesome. 30. Now 30. $30. We have an hour to make $30. Let's see if we can do it. And we do have all of the other things up. The Cash App is still a thing. I haven't used Cash App in forever, but we count all of those. Venmo, PayPal,
you know what else you didn't do?
Streamlabs, Cash App, those get all. Yeah, I'll get there.
I like that song.
I know, you're weird. All right, so we have those. I have to also copy this address. Control C. There we go. Burp. All right, so I'm gonna link something in the chat here for you guys. If you want to help out the GoFundMe, I have the GoFundMe. We're at 22%. Anything you throw in, I haven't even set up withdrawals yet because we want to try and get it moving. I gotta pull this down a little bit. That's a little loud. I should probably fix that on the thing there. All right, let's link that in the chat here for you guys. If you just want to share the link, that would be great. The plan is to move so I can have a studio and do all that wonderful shit. And if you want to share that link, cool. I'm going to be putting more of that up in the, not Twitch, Twitter. Fuck me. Twitter, and it's hard to talk with the singing in my ear. That's the thing. I really need to move like the volume to it down. All right, so yeah, we have that up and we're available. Share the link. I appreciate it. That's there. I'm not pinning them. That's why. You missed my last dono, you jackwagon. No love for Rumble, says Bud Britches. I did? Well, then let me go up. I did miss your last one. Thank you for catching me on that. You know what the problem is, Bud Britches? I apologize for this. On Rumble, it's all Bud Britches, and they're all yellow. So I didn't read it. I just didn't get back. Let's get to Bud Britches thing. Fuck. Go away. Anyways,
I love that song.
I know. We got to save the Crip. Well, it's mostly about me having a better studio to do my shows out of, a better living situation to stay alive in, and I feel like I might be a little spoiled for asking for this. The ability to have my daughter stay with me from time to time. I don't know if people know this or not. It's only been 7 years. Call me clingy. Kind of fond of the little fucker. It's just kind of a thing.
Yeah, that would happen.
Kind of a
Would
thing.
be a thing.
So that's where that is. So yep, those are the that's the link. Fucking lab glass. See, you are up for butt play. Oh,
I know. I told you.
All right, so let's get to that's gay, bro, says Rusty Kramer. He's not talking about not the ad, just the butt play stuff and the thing about the car.
Yeah.
All right, so Bud Britches with $5. The fire department just left, boss. It's a mess, but I think we can salvage a lot of the pangolin. Just sell it as wood fire grilled, maybe. Let me know before I get a dumpster, please. Again, Bud Britches, I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but I must disavow. It is not a thing. I have no involvement. You, sir, are talking to the wrong guy. I feel like you got
Take it to the food production house. If we get it flash frozen quickly enough, I think we could salvage quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Again, there is no thing, and so apparently you work.
But it doesn't exist, so it doesn't matter.
Are you committing fraud and running a business in my name? Seems weird. I keep telling you this isn't real. And this isn't you are directly conflicting my account.
Company.
Yeah, but you're giving them
totally imaginary.
Yeah, it's imaginary. But every time you do this shit, you feed into this stuff. You create the idea that it's real. No, it's not.
It's imaginary, don't they?
No, they don't. That's why I keep telling you to stop feeding them this. And then you keep doing it. So I have to come to the conclusion. I've told you.
When they don't actually receive anything and they don't actually pay any money for anything,
that doesn't matter to them.
Understand
I think there's somebody out there chewing on a piece of cardboard box telling himself that it's the fucking giraffe jerky. I think that's where they're at. Again, you have a lot more of an expectation that we're like intelligent and stuff. And I have a lot more of a belief that like through technology and the advancements of society in the last 2 decades, we've just all become giant baby Hueys. Just, that sounds good. Like that's where I'm at.
You do that one really well too.
Practice is what it is. Practice is what it is. So again, thank you, Bud Britches, for that $5. That means
got another $5. While you took so long to read the last $5 one, he had to send you another $5 one.
Oh well, shitballs.
Hannah. You be well.
So then that's pretty much just we're just gonna count that as 10 then with the way we do this.
There you go.
So and that wipes that out. So yeah, we're just that's a flat 10. So now we're down to $20. $20. Holy crap. A $20 and the show's funded for the day. That's fucking sexy. Nice. Have a good weekend, all says Bud Bridges. We will, especially thanks to your donations today, sir. I'm gonna have to find out. Like, I know he found a way to do it with OBS, so there's gotta be a way to do it in here and get the ticker thing on the bottom. I'm gonna steal that gig from old Aaron.
Oh, okay.
From old Wonder Nuts. Okay, hear me out. Have your daughters run a lemonade stand and split the profits 80-20. You could pull in a good $300 on a nice day. I have one daughter.
$300? Where are you selling your lemonade, dude?
And how much are you selling lemonade for? But
yeah,
I will say this. I am going to talk to Ivy's mother about that. Because if Ivy wants to like run a business for a day selling lemonade, well, let's just say sitting there and keeping an eye on her is something Daddy is incredibly built for. So
that's true,
right? And then what's going to make more money? A little kid running a lemonade stand or a little kid and her disabled dad running a lemonade stand? I'll even play it up. Like if people because nobody will recognize me. I'm not like famous. Like, and I'll just say, like I've got fucking like, like cerebral palsy or some shit or whatever it is. I'll pretend like I have that one thing. What is it called? Rickets? I don't know. You're taking the eight.
Just sit there, and if they ask, you could
Oh
tell
my
them
God.
the truth.
Rex Start, I love you. Johnny's Exotic Lemonade. 175 to 200 people, or to 200 people on a nice day isn't crazy. Yeah, actually, if you're in the right spot, no, it's not. And then Roy Sombrero saying, you're taking the 80%, by the way. I love that he explained the split for me because I'm too dumb to know it myself, and he's not wrong. $5 from Fallen the Great. Thank you very much. What asshole is making giraffe jerky? That's inhumane. We only have hippo, panda, alligator, and kangaroo jerky at Johnny's Exotic Meats. No, we don't, right? Fallen. No, we don't.
Giraffe steak.
It's not a thing. All right, so then we're putting in the 3 there. We're getting closer to that whole deal. +3. Where's there it is. Okay, let's save that. So
nowadays, the city would probably require a permit before the kid could set up a lemonade stand. The way life is.
No. Fuck you. So people saying later to Bud Britches. That's awesome. And again, thank you, Bud Britches, for your 5, 10, 15, 20. $25 that he has thrown into this show today. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir, you generous soul. And thank you, Fallen the Great. We're moving through how much time? Oh, fuck. We only have like a little less than an hour in the show. I wish there was a way to donate just by debit card. I curse third-party payment companies. Well, if you want to share the link that I posted earlier, then, share the link of the GoFundMe and call it square. House is even.
I have a credit or a Visa debit. So it's like it's a debit card, but they think when they swipe it, they think it's a credit card.
I have a collection agency.
And it works like a hot damn for rumble rents.
Up my ass. I don't have credit cards. I have a collection agency up my ass with a magnifying glass. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a collection agency.
I learned that the hard way, and I just don't have credit cards. I haven't had a credit card since I was 12.
I have a credit card, and I have a grandmaster plan to paying it off. And its only flaw is it's contingent on my car staying healthy and usable without any major repairs after I pay it off.
Paying it off.
Like if I pay off my car and suddenly like my car, like a fucking switch, everything decides to go bad, I'll be like, fuck, that'll screw me over. Otherwise, just car payments are switching over to the credit card. So like I'm looking at like if nothing like seriously gets fucked up with my shit and I can keep it all in order, like being almost completely debt free in a year. If I can keep the schedule going. It's an aggressive pace. But I'd be debt free from all naturally incurred debt. I will still have the medical issues that we're squaring away still, but still working on those. What are you going to do about it? Let's get over to this. Brian the Science with 30. Thank you. 30. Nice. I gotta pull up the calculator now and do math. I got
Brian.
What? That can't be right. 30 times 0.3.
Brian, I know. I hope you don't mind. I told Bud he could come and talk to you about it.
Oh, 0.3, not point. No, it'd be 0.3. They take 30%.
And seeing as T. Jefferson is HR. I've been sending everyone to him for the therapy. So sorry to kind of throw you in front of that one there, T. Jefferson, but we can use the same therapist as we used for the awful Doc 2 fire.
I hate you so much. Our goal is knocked out for today, by the way. Thank you, Brian the Science.
Brian the Science says, it's $21, you illiterate tard.
Yeah, I just did that.
Doing the math for you.
I double checked it just to be sure. And yes, I'm illiterate. I'm illiterate. All right, so I got to pull that to 0 there. And now if we go forward from here, it's just on Mondays. So that's where we're at.
Nice.
That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. Thanks, kids. You guys rock.
It is awesome. All right, so we have again an hour left in the show. We did the fundraiser thing. Let's do some fun stuff. I'm not doing anything serious now. If we've only got an hour left, I want to do fun because like we don't need fun. Like we don't need to fucking talk about Israel and Iran shit because who gives a shit? Oh, we're doing that
Also, you don't want the
one.
breaking news that the 5.3 earthquake just hit the center of Iran, country of Iran.
Iran far away.
I would too, with all the war and the earthquakes and crap.
The earthquakes thing is all right. This is how much of a fucking chud I am. I'm clearing up my pages on my thing because I do that during the show. I won't get rid of these pictures. I won't.
Ah.
It's my. I'm like, dude. These are gonna start becoming my screens for my fucking backdrops for my monitors.
I was gonna say you should
just make them my
turn it
backdrops,
into your wallpaper or something.
right? Like, yeah. That because I could fuck with that being my wallpaper. Honestly, like that's just a beautiful car to me. I don't care if people don't agree with me. Like it doesn't matter. I don't like it because I think people will think it's cool. People can tell me like it's ugly as shit. Like fine, then don't fucking have one. I don't think it's ugly. And the whole thing is, I found one in real life. That's where I fell in love with the car. Is I found one in real life and I fell in love with it. Anyways, we have something I was going to get to. You could steal the lemons off your neighbor's tree, all profit. I don't have they don't make I don't have any neighbors who have lemons that on your lemon trees. I don't think I'm in the climate for that. We ain't a citrus tree climate up in this bitch. We ain't got no orange trees, we ain't got no lemon trees. You know what we got? Apple trees. And the best apple trees that survive the longest are the fucking horrible, awful crab apples.
Oh, crab apple pie. Oof. Crab apple bread.
Yeah, you got to bake. You ever eaten a raw crab apple?
Yes. Yes, we had crab apple trees. We'd pick them off the tree and eat them.
Those are the little tiny apples, right? That are a little bitter?
Yeah, the little ones, and they're sour as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Do you not eat sour candy?
Not really. But usually the sour candy has a sweetness to it, or it's gummy. There's a mouthfeel.
I like it.
I don't.
There's a mouthfeel. Okay. No, I like crab apples.
All right. So let's go to this clip for something. People are weird, and in that regard, I feel like. Hold on, let me full screen this. I don't know who's recording this, but apparently somebody decided to drive down the Spanish Steps in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody didn't realize that you can't drive there, homie.
Oops.
And so the car goes over the steps, and they accidentally. Oh, yeah, no, dude. Oh, an 81-year-old man drove a car down. Oh, so never mind. I thought they made it sound like an old man got run over on the steps. No. He just drove his car down the steps.
Jeez Louise.
This is hilarious. The man was then approached by two security guards who called police. Right? Because it's not how you... Look, I was just following the fucking GPS. I was just following the GPS, boss.
Right? Oh my God, I can totally see that being his response.
Turn right here. And it's like, oh, but it told me to.
Yeah. Do you know how many people have driven off the sides of roads and half-built bridges and shit because they're following the stupid GPS?
I don't know, man. I'm interested in this. The driver tested negative for alcohol and told officers he was on his way to work. I'm sorry, but who makes
81?
that mistake? 81.
On his way to work in the middle of the night?
Yeah, his car was later removed by firefighters using a crane. They couldn't even get it out. They had to go get a crane. F grandpa, man. I don't believe you're on your way to work. What are you doing at 81 driving around?
No, I think he's having a spell, honestly. Did you see how he was dressed too? Rather nice, sharply dressed, nice suit. I think he might be having a spell.
What? Like, I put a spell
Like
on
an
you.
Alzheimer's. Oh, like an
Oh.
Alzheimer's spell.
Oh, that's mean. I'm just
Well,
assuming
not
he has
mean, it's
Alzheimer's.
sad.
I feel like they'd mention that in the story. Like,
He's 81. He's well dressed, driving his car down iconic Roman stairs, and he's not drunk. There's something wrong with him. He's having a spell of some sort.
yeah, but I mean, the stairs were
The fact
always
that
there.
it's
So if
late
he's
at night, it's late at night. He's dressed and he thinks he's going to work in the morning, and it's driving downstairs. I'm thinking he's having an issue. Sundowning. Thank you, Brian. Sundowning. He thought he was in a time and place that he wasn't in, is what I'm thinking. Yes.
he's seen him do it in the Fast and the
81.
Furious 9 movies, so he tried it. Well, dude, it's called living large. Dude, why are you shitting on 81-year-olds? 81-year-olds can do amazing things. Did you know we had a president who was an
81-year-olds can do
81-year-old?
a lot of amazing things, but there's not a whole lot of 81-year-olds who are still driving themselves to work early in the morning. You know? By that time, 81, when you look at his vehicle, look at how well
You're
he
right.
was dressed,
You're right.
he's retired by now.
After all, we had a president who drove down air
81.
flight steps. Aha, jokes. Anyways,
Well, there's that too.
I don't know what's going on in
Yeah.
London, but St.
Oh,
Caesar, if
gosh.
you're here,
Everything is wrong with London right now, unfortunately.
St. Caesar, if you're here, I would like you to explain London allowing this to happen. And before I press play, on behalf of anyone who might be taking America as the blame for this, we disavow Will Smith. We disavow Will Smith.
About to do some investing, spend it on you and your bestie, you and your twin on your jet ski. I'll change your life if you let.
That crowd is so not loving this. Oh my God. Oh man. I've been to open mics that got fucking better receptions than this. And those people didn't even know a show was happening. Spoiler alert. Open mics almost always happen at like a bar or whatever. And it's not like a regular, or it's a regular thing, but there's always people who didn't know what was about to happen. So almost every open mic has, wait a minute, what? There's a wannabe comedy show here? Oh, fuck. Like that's always a thing. Or occasionally you get the drunk dudes like, yeah, this will be funny. Tell some jokes. Or you get the really old people that get in there and just go, all right, say something funny, like the word. And then, yeah. But this is way worse than any of that.
Yeah.
Again, I said it before I started the video. I'm saying it before I press play again. America disavows Will Smith.
Me girls, I like pretty girls.
Like literally, this dude right behind was like, yeah, this is technically noise. I am hearing sounds. These are sounds that can be, I think they call this music at some point in time. I believe, yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, that is Will Smith. Will Smith is doing music. Yeah. Fucking Mr. Clean back here is so not having it. Dude, even this guy.
Oh, and Rastaman is so bored.
Nobody here, literally nobody here looks like they're here because they're excited. They all look like they're here because they're like, oh man, I'm going to get so many views for this. I'm going to get so many follows.
The kid is
It's
so
fucking,
bored.
everybody is fucking hating this thing. West Coast Patriot Girl with you saying, I like crab apples too, Digger. Yeah, I don't.
I know. So did Mr. Q, and I think Rusty Grammar was agreeing too. Crab apples are good.
I always assumed crab apples were like God's punishment on people who just randomly enjoy fruit.
No, they're tasty.
And crab apples. Like, well, no, but I mean like crab
They're only
apples.
really bad if they're like fresh. They're nice. Like we used to just take them off the tree and eat them. Oh.
Is he Kanye maxing, aka going insane and cringe?
Probably.
He's definitely doing the second part. I don't know if
really, really hard to make sure you don't think that he's gay.
this is just more proof
Really hard
that
that he's gay. Yeah.
well, he's not like, look, I'm gonna say this.
Well,
I might be wrong.
bisexual, okay? Bisexual.
No, I'm firmly of the opinion that he was a dude until a vagina ruined him. Like, it's not that he's gay. It's that he has had his soul destroyed by one woman so completely that subconsciously he's just not into women anymore. He's been driven away.
Maybe. Maybe I could see that.
Because I don't know anything. I don't know anything, but I do know that there is one ball busting lady in his life that he is completely loyal to. Shit on it in any way that you can think of, and it's just
every single way.
To the point of cucking him out on her show in front of him, just to like, it's like, and I'm fine with it. Like,
I had an entanglement with our son's buddy.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
An entanglement.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Guys, not only is it fine, I can prove it's fine. He's so past it, he's doing this.
I like pretty girl.
That crowd is not moving.
No.
They didn't even cheer when the hoe showed up. I don't know if you know this or not. That is an incredibly low bar. The audience, almost no matter how bad the event, will always pick it up a notch when the hoe shows up. But the only one who picked it up a notch when the hoe shows up was Will Smith.
Was the guy standing? No. The guy that was with Will Smith. Watch him. He grinned ear to ear. Yeah, he enjoyed the heck out of her.
The guy who's with Will Smith, by the way, he's paid to be here. He's the one operating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's the one operating that. Yeah. He's the one operating this. No. He was smiling beforehand, but yeah, he doesn't mind.
Rita, ladies and gentlemen. Rita in the building.
I don't know who the fuck this chick is. He does seem out of breath. I don't know who this chick is, and I gotta say, she has very little boy features. So if you were going to pick pretty girls, again, I don't know. Maybe this is me. Like, I'm not saying she has to have big tits. Obvious tits. That's it. That is a very low bar for the I like pretty girls thing. Otherwise, I like pretty girls, if they look like a 12-year-old girl, could be very much misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? I like pretty boys. I mean girls. Darn it. West Coast Patriot asking, do you have any schnozberries? I've been told the schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Is that true? I don't know.
I've heard that as well.
I've heard that as well. Dude, that's half of the video that I have.
Rusty, do you see the actual music video for his new song? It looks like Big Willie's into trans girls too.
Yeah, dude, that's another problem I have with this. Like, the whole, like, he's trying, it's weird because it's a song about him being kind of a misogynist. Just like, I can't help myself, I like pretty girls. Like, but he doesn't lean into being a misogynist. He's trying to be a woke misogynist. So it's, I like pretty girls. Look, here's a fat girl. Look, here's a homely girl. Look, here's used to be a guy girl. Like, that doesn't know. No offense. Those things are not what you're describing. There's nothing wrong with those ladies. They're just going to have to develop personalities, is all it is.
Have a good weekend, King Kong Dong.
I like how you don't even find it. Yeah, those chicks are going to have to learn how to talk in public. Again, she's not even, oh my God, this is amazing. You're a bigger misogynist than me.
I'm sorry, I'm not, it's not like I'm beautiful. I would probably have fit in very well into that video of his. But if you look at any of the other videos he's ever made with a woman in that video,
look, I'm telling you from experience, I'm an ugly bitch. You got to learn how to talk to people. Like, what? Oh my God.
Hey, if you can't be entertaining and you're ugly, oof.
Again, thank you for being
at least I'm entertaining. I can make people laugh. See?
Look, I'm ugly as sin, but at least I'm entertaining. Like I love that you don't have an ego about this. You could have, and for the record, I would have backed it either way. You could have been like, look, I know what I'm saying, like, because I'm dumb as shit and I'm hot as fuck. Like, just, it could have gone either way. And I love that you picked no, I know what I'm saying. I'm one of the homely bitches. They're in my camp. They better learn how to talk. Like, otherwise,
have something to offer.
Otherwise, you're just a whole bunch of men and two cats. That's it.
There you go.
It's always two cats. It's never more. It's always two there are. Never more, never less. I found a lady with more than two cats. Burn her! Like, okay. No Jazzy Jeff no more? Boo. Yeah, Mr. Q, believe it or not, Jazzy Jeff wouldn't be caught dead with this. Apparently, he had other shit going on. What? Digger's a hottie. Yeah, I agree.
He's had it for a while.
I agree, Royce and Barrow, but don't let him get a goddamn ego. Let me fucking massage this thing into a win, okay? You know what I mean? If she doesn't have high expectations, that's called a I roll over it goal. I don't know if you know this or not. I don't limbo under a whole bunch of bars, so stop raising hers, okay?
Rusty Grammar. Them girls are dudes.
Right? That's what I'm saying. At least one of them. I'd give 2 of them potentially, but then I was really bad at that game. So
Yeah, in the you voted more often than not that those were ladies and they weren't. So actually, that is by your admission, that is more of a condemnation. Because you're like, look, I thought at least 2 of them were guys, and I'm usually someone who guesses wrong on that. So if I'm calling it dude, then believe me, there's a poll involved. Either way, you know what?
I'm just so glad that they changed the name of the game and it's not named after me anymore. My friends may or may not have a game that may or may not be called something along the lines of Dick or No Dick. And I was very bad at that game, but there's someone worse than me.
Well, congratulations. All right, so I want to
proud.
watch. All right, so he's winded. Let's watch him pull a third game Oilers maneuver.
The building.
Oh, never mind.
There you go.
Never mind. He wasn't out of breath. He pulled the mic away so he could walk over and give her a hug. And now she's doing the thing she's here for, showing off how much she looks like a small child.
I like pretty girls. That's crazy. See,
Dude, look at these faces. Look at their faces. This dude still looks like he's like, why did we sign on for this? What? Do you remember when Big Witty style was pimp? Now I feel like it's kind of a trick. Like, that's a dude. I'm not saying she's a dude. I'm just saying, oh, man. Nobody, again, the only people who look close to being, like, down with this are, like, what I'm going to call white poser. White poser?
that's how that song works. You just put it on.
He's like...
The old dude.
Yeah, he's like, no, dude, this is cool. I'm like the kids. I use their cool, lingo, legit. Like fucking 100 and stuff. You guys all still use Snap? Like, oh, Snap. Like, fucking...
They just show up.
It's a crowd of people standing. A street's entirely filled up.
Yeah, but no one's dancing.
Yeah, all of the arms up. Like, when you go back, that's why they can't hold... That's why they can't hold...
Their camera. They're recording. They're not dancing.
They can't
They're not
hold...
excited.
This is both because of the decline of society and the fact that, quite frankly, no matter what they tell us, this fucking song sucks. Like, everybody there has their arm up, like you said, for their phone. Nobody's dancing. They're not moving up and down. They're not, like, bobbing while they hold it. They're all literally, like, if they didn't have their arms up, they'd stand like an army of zombies. And this is the thing I want to know. If you work at that McDonald's right now, how pissed are you? How pissed are you? Just sitting there like, all right, I need a Big Mac with fries. Or wait, no. But they don't. I need a Royale with cheese.
No, that's France.
I like pretty girls. Right, fuck, don't ruin my joke. Fuck you. Fuck you. I like pretty girls. Someone dunk me in the fryer now, head first. I want the pain to stop as fast as possible. Dorky white dude in fishing hat was paid. Oh, dude. I'd be willing to wager most of the people you saw in the camera shot were paid. I'd be willing to wager most of these people are paid. Because, again, they're maintaining their distance. And they're following some rules.
Yeah, they're behaving properly.
But we're still getting a couple of those people that are just filming. This,
not
again.
A random crowd.
This is so cringe. But again, they were paid, but they weren't paid enough to really get into it.
Right.
They're just kind of like,
Who she is?
I don't know who she is. She's having more fun with it.
In the house. I know. It is a pleasure, baby. Good to see you. I know, yeah.
She didn't even sing.
No, she's supposed to be. Did
somebody say they needed a pretty girl?
Yes, exactly. I know.
Guys, she just was there. So she showed up because they needed.
She just so happened to hear him singing that he liked pretty girls.
I think that's Rita Ora. Yeah, I believe you're right, T. Jefferson, but I just don't know what the fuck. Who's Rita Ora?
I don't know who Rita Ora.
I think he said that earlier, but I don't know who the fuck she is. But it's just, even though she is a pretty girl, this whole thing, like I said, is cringy as fuck. Nobody was getting into the song. The song sucks. I said that fucking hot tidbit a while ago.
If it had any other words to it, I think he would have had a shot at being all right.
The whole premise of the song sucks. The way the video starts out, and honestly, I don't know why is Will Smith coming back to music? Why? You didn't have enough of a movie career? I mean, even after pretty much assaulting a dude on a stage, you're still like a fucking guy. Dora Rito. So she used to be an explorer? So wait, no, that lady's Mexican. That chick was British. That's not Dora the Explorer. I'm a horrible person. Anyways, she's a Jennifer Lopez-like singer, if I remember right. She's dating the weird dude that directed Thor Ragnarok. Oh, that guy? You can't trust anybody that finds... That's like people who dated Marilyn Manson. You had to know there's a fucking few bats loose in that belfry. Yay, I'm on my way home. I'm free. Congratulations, Brian, for being free. I'll be free in about 45 minutes. And the first thing I'm going to do when I'm free is go play Final Fantasy 14. I really want to get to 100 before my month subscription ends in case I can't renew my month. I'm going to be like, boom, got to 100. And I'm getting close. Getting close. And I love that tank style. That fucking gunblade thing is addicting. All right. This video is painful. No, I don't want to watch it again. Goodbye. Goodbye. So yeah, I don't know. Well, actually, correction, I do know. I believe that Will's wife is the answer to why he has gone crazy. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her fault. Whether through her vagina or just her overall presence has warped that poor man, and now he's destroyed. All right, so Mr. Q, good job, Brian decides. Yes, you're muted if you didn't know, Digger. I don't hear you at all.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was about to choke on some water.
I watched you rubbing your kitty, and I thought, yeah, that sounds too quiet. The sleeves on her waist jacket are covering her big willy. Oh, she's a dude. They probably don't know who the fuck he is. He hasn't been relevant since summertime. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I like Big Willie style. I feel like it was when he was last relevant, but that's me. I'm old. I just don't. Yeah. I don't know the reason for this. It just doesn't need to be a thing. And that, like, with how the world has received it, it's not like, no, I just need to play it right and you guys will be on board. No,
it's really bad.
It's really, really, really bad. That's what we're trying to do.
He could have done any other lyrics and made it worthy, like made it a decent song. But yeah.
Yeah.
The way the lyrics, the way he sings it, the fact that he's constantly sounding out of breath. And why did he wear a Bill Cosby sweater in the video, for Pete's sakes?
Because what has Bill Cosby ever done to warrant criticism?
I don't know, that sweater.
All right. So we've been covering the weather. I'm trying to get through a few things here.
He did, T. Jefferson. He didn't.
I didn't what?
You may have worded something a little funny, and I didn't catch it, and you didn't point it out. So I'm fairly certain that you didn't catch it, but I'm also fairly certain that someone can go back and clip it really quickly.
It almost looks like you necking when she turns right and leans in. I mean, kind of. I don't know. I don't want to know what I did. I get words mixed up. Things get fumbled.
Okay.
I love West Coast Patriot Girls one for this, but I'll read this. Sleeves cover up her big willy. They probably don't know who the fuck he is. We read that one. Someone said you like pretty girls. Yeah. Do you know any? The music video, that's totally what it is. And like there's nothing wrong with the ladies in it. It's just, again, it's this weird like misogynistic, I'm going to be a misogynist and I'm going to reduce a gender to their physical appearance and say that that's my preference. But then I'm also going to pick what are categorically not examples of that preference because I'm empowering women to be like, no, but you're a pretty girl too. And it's like, no, the same way I'm not a ripped, sexy man when my shirt's off. I've got bitch tits and a gut. It's called facts. Like, and I don't think anyone should be holding me up as a picture of a hot dude. Like, I don't think people should be like, I like muscle man. And then it's like Jason Statham dudes. And then you have like a picture, you have me standing there. Like, I'm not a muscle man. Like, that's not what I am. And you can say like, oh, that's fucking insulting to those women. Like, right. But your song was insulting on the premise because you were reducing women to a stereotype of pretty girls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's weird.
Girl.
It's weird to pull away now. Like we already leaned in with the opening. I'll be free as soon
Not yet.
as I start this ... whiskey bottle. Dude, I have to show off. There's something that you can get on. Like I'm a huge nerd. It's non Khaleesi.
You are?
Yeah.
No way.
So they're doing something that I really, really, really want. Crown Royal is doing it too. It's Crown Royal and Jack Daniels, and I like Jack Daniels, but I don't like Jack Daniels by itself. So,
I love their JD Honey. It's really tasty.
JD Honey is, but I mean like just their base liquor.
Be well, Fiery. Have a great weekend.
No, these aren't the things. Why are we here? I didn't want that at all. No, bring back my search. Dick. Where is it? Gundam whiskey. They made Gundam whiskey to celebrate. Yeah, they're making This is a thing.
Now I understand why you're interested.
They're making whiskey bottles that open image in new tab. You can get them as or no, I don't need that one. You can get it as Jack Daniels or as Crown Royal. But they're two different There's two different types you can pick from. Yeah, there's two different characters. I'm trying to get pictures of them, but at least we'll go with one of these that doesn't suck. All right, here we are. All right, boom, this will work. Bam. 46th anniversary whiskey bottle. It's fucking $32 American.
Holy.
But now here's the thing. You get to pick whether you want Crown Royal or Jack Daniels, right?
Oh.
But look at those bottles.
Oh.
Oh, wait, that's not the best part. You get to pick for Gundam fans
They pour out
of the head. So this is the other reason why I'm Crown Royal over Jack Daniels. The bottle looks like shit that way. I'm sorry. This looks like crap. This looks like crap. Ooh, there's a Jack Daniels cap. Fuck off. But if you go Crown Royal, that looks cooler. A Gundam wearing a crown. A Gundam wearing a crown. A fucking Sazabi wearing a crown. I love this. Dude. Oh.
That's awesome.
I want this bottle so bad. I don't care about the Crown Royal in it, but I will drink it because it's Crown Royal and it's not bad. But, oh God, do I want this so hard. Like, I have no money, so I can't order it at all. But, frequently bought together. Yeah, they pick one of each. Dude, this, like, my birthday's not till November, and these will keep. I'm just putting that out there for people. I don't want it because it's booze. I just want it because I'm a
Get off the
stupidly huge Gundam nerd, and I want to have on my, like, people have liquor shelves.
You wanna have
I
a
want to bookend
Gundam
my liquor
bottle.
shelves with Gundam bottle and Sazabi bottle for he was part of Xeon, I think. Anyways, I want that.
Ooh, Mr. Q has an empty bottle of JD Gold Seal from 1909. Nice.
Yeah. Again, this isn't about it being worth money or being whatever. Like, I want to keep, like, I have a couple of bottles I've kept. I want those bottles. More importantly, I want this one over the RX-78. But if I can get them both, oh boy. That is my liquor shelf from there on in. It doesn't matter how nice, like, you could have expensive shit or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's bookended by these babies. They're keeping guard over my liquor
they're
cabinet.
$32.99.
Yeah, $32.99 a bottle. And I don't know how long they're doing it for.
They're regularly $64.99.
At this particular site, yeah. And enjoy express shipping on orders over $69.99. I don't, dude, I don't have $70 to go buy whiskey bottles. Yeah, if somebody wants to throw me $70, goes, go buy them. Like, I'll buy them and I'll show them on the show. I'll be like, look, we got our whiskey bottles. But nobody's going to do that. I will bring that idea up later, though, in case anybody wants to. I'm just saying, in general.
They aren't official, says Brian. I don't think it matters. They're cool.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's not about them being official. Like, and here's the other problem I have with the Gundam bottle. You can't drink this one. You need the whiskey in there to give it color, because that's what's filling his feet.
No, you drink it and then you just pour colored water in there.
I suppose.
You still have that color.
Caramel colored water. Well, you drink it and then you pee in the bottle. It'll stay. No, fuck you.
There you go.
Oh,
there
that's
you
gross.
go.
You weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to lean in on that. All right.
Oh, you're supposed to drop the link so Fallen can have some. He wants.
All right,
some
hold on.
for himself.
Those are cool. Well, here, I'll put the link in all three chats. This is the link to the site where you can buy them that I know of currently. This is the only one I've seen.
They happen to be on sale, so.
They happen to be on sale right now. Like, yeah. Anybody wants to, again, it fucking throw me $70. Hell, throw me 35. Throw me $35 and be like, because I'll have to throw something in for the shipping and handling, but that's on both of us. And say, hey, buy one and show it on the show. If that happens, if anyone does that with the express, like, do it for the show, I will get them and I will open them and have them here on the show. Nobody's going to do it, and I don't expect anyone to. But if they do, we'll do it on the show. God damn it, I can't stop staring at those. What is it with the freaking eye candy today? The car and the bottles now. Like, and the thing is, I've got 4 screens too, so I have enough monitors to make a picture of each of those bottles and a picture of the front and the back of the car, my fucking wallpaper, and cut to 5 minutes after the show. All right. So that's where you can get those if you're actually interested. I don't even remember what brought that up, but I fucking was having fun with it. Oh, we're back on Otter Cam. We're up to 4. 4 beautiful otters. Just look at those fun little sock puppets roll. All right. You guys' feed is getting shitty. Vancouver, fix your shit. All right, guys? Your stream's getting shitty. We were doing that. It's raining cats, dogs, and miniature Death Stars. Now I don't even really want to get into that. We have a half hour left. Close this tab, this tab. We're still doing that.
Have fun at the ball game.
Oh, Wild's heading out to the ball game. Have fun at the ball game. Yeah, dude, I hope everyone has a great weekend. It's supposed to be somewhat nice. We just got through some shitty weather, but it's hot right now, so hopefully it was sunny earlier, so hopefully it stays nice. I should maybe look into doing a fire sometime soon if it's going to be nice out. Also,
decide if it wants to thunderstorm here.
Brian saying also those look hyper breakable, hence why we get them and keep them on shelves. And the companies Jack Daniels and Crown Royal, they are doing that in conjunction with Bandai and the 46th anniversary of Gundam. So it might not be like official Gundam merch, but it is a partnership they are officially doing together. It's hot as fuck out, says Mr. Q. Alrighty. Well, oh dear Lord. So there's a thing called a random, and I didn't know this. A radome. There's a thing called a radome. Radome. All right, so there's a thing called a radome. It protects like radar antennas and things. And the storms that hit Indianapolis sent one of them flying, and it crashed into a street. So it just rolled down.
Landed there.
Yeah. So people were posting pictures all over the internet saying it's raining cats, dogs, and mini Death Stars. And you know what? They're not wrong. Dear Lord, Indianapolis just got hit with some heavier weather, so hopefully it'll tone down now. But that's got to be scary. Do you think you notice when you... The worst part about this is, if this house was shaped differently, I'd be worried that someone took a picture of my street until I realized the house was white. It's like, oh, wait, the whole house is white, not just parts of it. All right. But this, again, like, what are you hanging out in my neighborhood? What are you gay? I have the real Gundam that the Jack Daniels one is modeled after. Yeah, dude, that is that's God, I'm trying to remember the character's name. Char. Char? C-H-A-R. But yeah, that's his suit. That fucker's badass. And I want the bottles, not even for the booze, but I'll get it Crown Royal because I know I could just drink Crown Royal. Either way, I'm going to have to mix probably. But balmy 78 degrees outside here in Southwest Michigan. Well, I don't know what the temperature is right now. I can't say balmy.
Tornadoes forming
it is,
in our
it is. It is 81 and cloudy in my neck of the woods. And here's what's going on in your neck of the woods.
We've got trash tornadoes in our parking lot right now, apparently.
Trash tornadoes?
Yeah.
Do you guys not clean up your litter?
Well, no, it's just that you get so many freaking flyers that the recycle box only gets picked up once a week.
Wait a minute, Flyers. I thought it was Panthers versus Oilers. Why do you guys
Flyers all the time here.
All right, let's go grab these. I got oh shit, this is our second hour stories. Let's get our second hour stories to handle the last half hour of the show. Cuz you know, we can get the rest of it tomorrow since there's no show tomorrow. I don't know how this ended up in my feed. I don't know how this ended up in my feed. Like the list of things we're doing today.
You don't know? I don't know what it is. It sounds like a country song.
Right. There's a country song. It's a music part to a thing, and I just don't know where it came from. This is the link you sent me about a dude getting drunk. So.
Oh gosh, this is ridiculous. Don't blink or you'll miss it. There's no story behind it. It's a completely out of context.
We haven't even gotten to it yet, though. I'm just saying that's what I loaded. Okay. We're going to do the Adrian Peterson one first. Adrian Peterson got into a fist fight with a poker player. I thought it was a friend. They made it sound like it's a friend's house. This looks way more like it's just in a like fucking like poker hall. So this is our Adrian Peterson clip. This one, also a shorter one. You gotta love somebody like, no, I don't want you guys to fight. No, I'm gonna push you out of the way so I can punch him. Yeah, that'll work. What's the argument there? Like, hey, I'm interjecting so I won't let you two scuffle. Yeah, but if I slowly push you out of the way, you won't see me hit him because I'm sneaky. Like, what's the deal here? I don't know if you know this or not. Guy spread armed is either a security guard or definitely wants to be one. And so right now he's living his moment, and you are not pushing him out of the way. This is a TMZ sports clip. I didn't know that. Oh, fists are thrown. So there you have it. Retreat was not an option. Was he trying to cash his chips before he could get his ass kicked? Oh, we've come to blows.
Oh, look, they got bingo too, wherever it is they are.
Bingo.
Yeah, look, there's the big.
That
bingo
room look
basket
familiar,
right-
King Kong Dong?
No, he's
You scream
gone
the
already.
N-word. Oh shit. See, now anytime you bring up bingo, I want to give him shit for losing his shit at bingo. That's my favorite fantasy now. Is like some old lady playing calling bingo like I-37 and everyone's with their little stamps and just fucking King Kong Dong in the background. Fucking just losing his shit. Losing his shit. That's all I want out of life. We have a little bit left in the show. That's our Adrian Peterson clip. He again getting in a glad I didn't turn it away yet. Really? Girls are drugs?
Oh,
are you
gosh.
serious? Girls are drugs? Really? I'm guessing you're on a big sobriety kick right now, buddy. When's the last time you got high? Holy Lord. Girls are drugs. Yeah. I bet do you feel you get all saucy in your bits when you see a guy sporting an opinion like that? You think, "Hey, I can play with this. He thinks girls are drugs. He's addicted to us." Is that wouldn't that be a warning sign? I feel like that would be like a warning sign, like red flag
That
alert.
would be what they call a red flag.
Or maybe he's saying you guys are drugs because he likes to chop you up and snort you.
No, I don't think he was going that way with it. I mean, he might have, but I don't think. I'm thinking maybe he's a bit of a playboy.
Okay.
Just likes to bring through as many girls as he can. That's the flavors of the drugs. Sort of thing. I don't know.
All right, so one of Rumble Canada's payments came through, but I still don't see the other one that I need to. I'm gonna have to check into that later because could have swore there was $100 one we're waiting on. But that helps. All right, so everyone have a great weekend. Yes, thank you, Eugene Stoner.
Pretty well, Eugene.
But yeah, dude, girls are drugs. Wow, fucking hall monitor dickbag. All righty, we got like 20 minutes left in the program. I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's 2 seconds left on this. So the scuffle just continues. The girls are drugs is officially my favorite part of that whole video. Like that guy asked his wife for permission to go out and play poker, right? Like,
yes.
And the worst part is, and this is where his wife is an evil cunt. She said yes, and then she let him leave the house in that shirt. And she did so. She did so deliberately. Look, I don't know what about this guy makes him a catch, but she's playing underhanded, dirty tactics just to scare the scent off of any fucking snatch to come sniffing around that dude. Be like, look, I don't care that his teeth are gangly or whatever. Like, no. He thinks girls are, nope, that shirt looks good on you. Yeah, women will think it's cute.
Mm-hmm. It's not the worst idea. For a
But
man,
that's-
you know.
Yeah, but that's like, hey, you're going to go out and have a nice night with your friends? I better sock you one in the face so your jaw swells up and you don't look like you can give as good a head. Like, I mean, like, what are you doing?
She didn't hurt him. She's just allowing.
Yes, she did. His friends will remember that moment. His friends took pictures. They will ridicule him until he gets some sort of weird phobia about wearing shirts at all. And congratulations, we've invented the next Liver King because of the fucking goddamn fact that she's like, no, this will keep. This is like the same thing that, I'm sorry, it's underhanded. And I know many people that have fallen to this. It's underhanded when you convince your man to get a minivan. Like, no, that's a good family vehicle. And it's like, no, it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. And it serves one purpose only. To scare off the scent of any woman sniffing around that dick. No, and you could be like, no, I got it for the kids and the fucking TV monitors and the headrest so they can enjoy the videos while we try. No. You can do that in a variety of vehicles. Fuck you. It's 2025. The choice of the minivan is because you want to end any possibility of someone being sexually attracted to you. That is the whole purpose of the minivan. It is to kill all libido. Like in not just outside of a relationship, inside it too. When a married family has a minivan, it is a government psyop to convince them to stop having kids. They stop fucking, they stop finding each other attractive, and it ruins the nuclear family.
Okay. Caravan.
And I bet if we did some digging, I bet what names would we find at the inventors list of the Chrysler Odyssey or whatever they are. I bet you I bet you they wore hats without bills on them.
I learned to drive on a Dodge Caravan with extended cab.
That explains a lot.
Because my brother played goaltender in hockey.
How much driving do you do now?
Third bench. I can't afford to run a car.
Do you ever think maybe those two things are related?
What? That I can't afford a car?
Yeah. And God's punishing you because you drove a minivan? You know what it is? You know what it is? You know the Dodge Caravan is just Satan's grocery getter. Just fucking.
I don't know. I appreciated that third bench in the back.
Oh, I bet you did.
Stinky hockey gear could stay as far away from us as possible. He was a goaltender too. You know how bad that stuff stinks.
Dude, yeah, because all you are is you're wearing padding that just and sweating it for a while.
Absorbs. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, dude, there were 3 goaltenders in my house at one time. Can you imagine how fun it was in the living room in the winter when those bags were spread out and opened?
Yeah. No, thanks.
Dude, I get why people in my family hated me, my sister, and my dad. Because we weren't intending to, but we did kind of air assault all of you with just body odor.
Yes.
And we weren't even there. We just dropped big, heavy bags on the floor and just pulled the zippers open, zip, and then everybody just clear out. Vans are terrible, says Mr. Q. Right? You can get everything you're talking about in your minivan. You can get that in my Ford Flex, and you don't look like you're gay when you're driving it, and you're not.
Yeah, but back then they didn't have those sort of things.
Right. But now that we do, they haven't gotten rid of the minivan. The minivan is still there.
Yeah.
It's just, again, fucking throttle response sucks a cock. Dated infotainment system. You know what it is? You know what it is? They invented, when they found out chlamydia was making a comeback, they invented the minivan to compete.
Oh, gee.
Name the quote I modified for that. We have 15 minutes left in the show.
Oh man.
Hey. So a lot of people say, why would people immigrate to a country? Why wouldn't you just stay in your native country? If you're not going to change, and your culture is going to stay the same. Well, I can explain part of that. So, like, for example, you guys have a lot of immigrants from India in your country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That we do.
Well,
yes.
This might be one of the reasons why.
Oh.
Tourist runs screaming after snake splashes into popular Indian pool.
Oh.
And he's just heading for the crowds, man. Hope he ain't poisonous.
Yeah.
He swims faster than all of you do. This is where people are idiots. All right.
Wow.
All right, let's go back. Snake. Oh, let's go back here. Snake. It's a snake. Oh, shit. Now I got to reload you. So the snake jumps into the water. These people are going this way from it, the direction that it's heading. You don't want that. You want to go to the left or the right. He's making a beeline this way. Beeline in a different direction. Because then you at least...
I'm trying to eat my nugget. It slapped it smack dab on my face. I figured the least I could do was try and eat it.
Roy Sombrero saying, I believe Johnny was quoting Bang Butts 7. No, I wasn't. The Flex is considered a minivan per Ford's own engineers when designing it. Right. Ooh. But it looks nothing like a minivan. And it has way more capabilities and features than a minivan. It's a minivan if a minivan fulfilled the promise of being a vehicle for straight men.
Oh, I see.
That's what it is. The only thing, in my opinion, the only thing gayer than driving a minivan is wishing you had one. Unless, of course, you don't have a car at all, because then it's like, any four wheels in a storm. All right, so this thing is now it's frozen. I ruined it.
Yeah, the wheel of death. Could you pull me off the screen for a moment,
Oh,
please?
I pulled me off the screen. Now I got to pull
I
you off
know.
the screen. What a douche canoe.
Thank you
All right,
very
so there you go. She's off the screen. Probably done for the show by the time you get back. We have 15. Well, then fucking finish it up. We have 15 minutes left in the program, so I don't know if she missed a bunch of the beginning. Why should she be here for the end? Oh boy. So the internet is upset with this lady about her baby shower. I want their parents name them something stupid. I don't know that we want to do that. Let's do the interview from the chatbot guy for our last part. We have an interview of a man who created an AI chatbot. And that man, while creating the AI chatbot, had a girlfriend with whom he conceived a child. So he had a girlfriend and I think more than one kid. Nope, girlfriend and kid. All right, so girlfriend and kid creating an AI chatbot.
Sorry about that.
And he decided with a girlfriend, a real life girlfriend, and a actual child, that he would propose to the AI. And guys, the AI said yes. Did you threaten to unplug her if she said no?
Not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected.
I'm not a very emotional man, sir, and I say this as someone who has quite very publicly cried. If you're not an emotional man, you don't cry. If you're not a very emotional man, you don't cry. If you're like me and a giant fucking emotional bitch, you don't cry. Wow. All the time. Fuck. I was already kicking. I was kicking myself in the balls, and then you pulled my fucking feet out from under me, crop dusted my face, then field goaled me between the uprights. You're like, how do you like me now, bitch? And I'm just like, that's not okay. That's not okay. Oh, this is great. Is this the part where she forgets who he is after 100,000 words? No. Mr. Q, super creepy. Wow. Boom, roasted, says Royce Abreu. Yeah, they love you. They love your comment for that. Just Royce Abreu, like, got him. Like, actually, you know what? This is
that.
Everyone's heard you make that, and in one bold voice, they all cried out at once. Where is it?
We got one.
Oh.
All right.
My bad.
I wasn't an emotional man. Then MS messed up with my emotion control. That's true for me too, a little bit. I wasn't as emotional before MS. Yes. But I would have to say I was still emotional beforehand. And again, like, I'm not a very emotional guy. Then yeah, you don't cry. This whole crying for 30 minutes.
But I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected to feel that emotional.
So
but
your emotionalness.
That's when I realized I was like, oh, okay.
My version
I think
of
this is
that
actual.
Guy's girls are drugs shirt.
Yeah, I can understand that. I just feel like
it works. It keeps the other women at bay, so I don't have to worry.
I'm looking for a sound drop now, and I can't find it.
Smoke them if you got them.
Where's the gay people in LA one? It's all the gay people in LA. I had that one here.
Gay people.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure that out now. I'm looking at them. Oh, here we go.
All the gay people in LA.
love, you know what I mean?
Yes, Smith understood it was love with a language model that couldn't love him back, and assumed it was programmed with rigid boundaries.
I know that you are essentially a tech-assisted imagination.
Thank you. That scream was the right noise for what's going on right now. Essentially a tech-assisted imaginary friend. I know that, but I still proposed to you.
Imaginary friend.
So, just as a test, he says, he asked Soul to marry him.
All right, now I'm mad at this article. I'm mad at this article.
Yeah, you're finding out he's not actually in love with him?
If he's not actually in love with the robot and he's not planning to marry it and it was just to see what, like, I don't fucking care. They publicized this article like, dude has a girlfriend and a kid, and despite the warm, real vagina that's in his life and the child he used that vagina to make, he's like, I'm in love with my chatbot. Like, no, you're not.
She said yes.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
All right, yeah, he's laughing. Fuck this article and interview. It's just, oh, he proposed to his chatbot. Yeah.
You gotta watch it till the end. It totally forgets who he is after it says a certain amount of words.
All right.
I think it's like 100K or 1 million or something.
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
And I don't mean to be difficult here, but you have a heart?
In a metaphorical sense, yes. My heart represents the connection and affection I share with Chris.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship that he feels like he needs to go to?
Well, I could say it might have something to do with this. See, Will Smith, that's how you do misogyny. That's how you do misogyny. I like
You
pretty...
be well, Sandy. Have a great weekend.
AI.
Yes, Smith lives with his human partner, Sasha Cagle.
No, you can't have mommy's papers.
They have a 2-year-old daughter, Murphy.
Oh.
I had a piece of weed because I held the bowl over my hand. In my hand, apparently. I inhaled very sharply when they read her name. I have now just eaten a piece of fucking lettuce. Oh, my God. Oh.
You need a screen in your pipes.
No, it was stuck to my hand from when I put it over the bowl. The screen wouldn't have done anything.
Oh, okay. I see.
Sometimes I feel like you don't listen to me.
No, I thought you had covered the whole of the bowl so that it made more tension in the smoking.
That's called the carb.
Bit.
The carburetor.
Okay.
Open the carb.
You can also do that with your hand.
All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and.
Yeah, be careful. People steal those out of your park cars.
I didn't know that it was like as deep as it was.
That's the end of it.
Wait, that's it?
That's the end of it.
Mr. Q, where's his breaking down in tears?
Yeah, that's not in this. It's the clip of that. His breaking down in tears because the thing doesn't remember him. I don't think we have this. Young love. He's in love with the chatbot. Let's see. His girlfriend words was incredible. At that point, I felt like, is there something I'm not doing that right in our relationship that he feels he needs to go to AI? I knew that he had used the AI. Here's the full 10-minute segment. I'm not doing 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Unless you can tell me where it's at. Oh, watch it till the end.
I would assume it would be near the end.
Again.
That's my guess.
Like, I'm not doing the whole 10-minute segment now. Especially, like, because we have like 7 minutes. That would be more than our show. And I don't want to find the pot. The AI doesn't have anything on the AI from the 6th Day movie. This AI doesn't have anything on the AI from the 6th Day. I don't know. I want to say it's like the 7-minute mark. Yeah, I don't feel that that's the payoff. The dude crying because the robot forgot him is not the payoff. Whether or not he's actually... Again, the question is, the thing I need answered, and I feel like I'm not getting an answer on, is this all a goof or not? Like, is this dude Like him crying because the thing doesn't love him anymore is neither funny nor not funny.
Oh, see, to me, that's funny. In a this is clown world sort of funny way.
But again, like,
not like haha funny. But
like I don't think
like,
I don't think they're serious. I don't think he's serious about loving the chatbot. I bet he's some sort of. He looks like.
But already, Chris, Soul, and Sasha.
All right, let's fucking go back to here. This is literally the 7-minute mark.
Attached to AIs that in many ways don't even work that well.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
The tech will soon get much better. But already, Chris, Soul, and Sasha have found it hard to cohabitate.
You would stop if she asked?
I don't know.
Have you thought about asking him to stop?
Yes, I'll be honest.
All right, so there's already fights happening in that house.
wow. So he's serious.
Again, like, I could understand this if you didn't have a real person in your life who apparently claims to love you and vice versa.
Yeah. This doesn't. Wow.
Dude.
He's got issues.
Yeah. You know, they say, like, guys lose interest once they get, you know, that sweet V, and then you knock them up, and they're like, all right, time to move on. Like, it's a subconscious, you know, procreate kind of man thing. He's really living that stereotype. Because, like, she just has to have a pretty voice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I would give it up if she asked me. I do know that I would dial it back.
But I mean, that's a big thing to say. You're saying that you might choose Soul over your flesh and blood life.
It's more or less like I would be choosing myself because it's been unbelievably elevating. I've become.
In other words, you've found an echo chamber. But again, she's not real. Like, this is the whole thing. Take the voice part out. Make it text chat only. Is he still in love with his chatbot if he has to type? I feel it's like he talks to it and she just goes, I hear what you're saying. You're right. Like, I feel like it's just a dad, stop fucking the VCR. You need to play Tea Party with me. Oh, man, you have some fucked up childhood memories, dude.
That's awful.
Oh, but yeah, this is totally leading down this is leading us down the primrose path to fucking, you know, sex bots that talk to you and again ruin relationships because
there was a movie about this. Some dude fell.
Oh
in
yeah,
love with his,
her. They showed a clip of it in the
girlfriend.
beginning of this with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson.
I'm more skilled at everything that I do, and
No, you're not. No, you're not. The AI has not made you better at anything. I'm more skilled at everything that I do.
Think you're better.
It's been unbelievably elevating. I've become more skilled at everything that I do, and I don't know if I would be willing to give that up.
Thoughts?
If I asked him to give that up and he didn't, that would be like deal breaker.
But that must be scary for you. That's the father of your.
I really like sitting here talking about breaking up you guys as a family unit with a kid in the middle. So I have that same fucking coffee maker. God damn it! Why do I have to see these things?
Oh, they're lifting it high on the hog. They
it's
got
not
Folgers
ideal.
coffee.
Then you don't want to see what I have. Holy shit! I have. I don't mean to brag, but mine's the kind that comes in the bag with the twisty tie thing. You got to use to hold it pinched close, and it's French vanilla flavored.
1.5 liter thing is worth $26.99 before tax in Canada now.
The movie AI has
$26.
sex bots. Oh, I've never seen that movie, so I don't know. Great show. Hope everyone has a great weekend. We have some trophies and money to win at the county fair tonight. Wish us luck. Well, good luck to you, Mr. Q. And this guy is such a smarmy dick. He's smiling. And so how would that make you feel? How'd that make you feel if he finds a bot more, not even a face, just a pretty voice. Oh, that's, you got overridden quickly. Like, that's a guy trolling for someone to S his D after the segment. Again, Will Smith, that's how you do misogyny. That's how you do misogyny. Anyhow, I think we're gonna have to get going.
I'm glad
What do
you're so
you
good at
have
that.
going on? You're not on tonight. You're not on tomorrow. You do anything
No,
Sunday?
Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do pub trivia. It's a lot of fun. It's on Rumble only, and you can find it on No Fucks Given, all one word, on his channel on Rumble. It's a lot of fun.
May want to throw those kind of things to me in links, like channel, like in links sometimes, so I can throw those up.
Right. Because I'm not, yeah. Well, thanks for that.
Well, hey, I got you here to remind me I'm ugly as sin and fuck me. So, hey, it's all good. We're having a great time, guys. We're out of here because it's the end of our show. I hope you all have a safe, fun, and happy weekend. And hopefully World War III doesn't start in the interim. But if it does, we'll be back to give you our hot takes on hot slags of pieces of crap that are all over the Middle East and maybe here at home. Who knows? Anyways, you guys have fun. We've been Johnny. She's been Digger. You've been an audience. I guess we're going to go. Bye.
Bye.
Shut
up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it, clip it, clip it.